Hey everyone, and welcome to PlayStation Fight Nights. We're doing Dragon Ball FighterZ this week, and you've got the faces of the West Coast bringing you Dragon Ball. I'm Jake Ryan, joined by the illustrious Ringe himself. Talk to me, brother. We have, I know I told you before the tournament that we've had a repeat hero back to back to back to back.
Oh, yeah.
And who does that happen to be?
Danny has ruled the brackets from, you said 4 times, right? Tonight, going for the Booker T, the five-time PS Fight Nights champion. We're going to see if they can pull it off. I mean, they look unstoppable time and time again here at the Fight Nights. Definitely been glimpses, slight scratches in the armor here and there, but for the most part has been pristine from start to finish, of course. And y'all know how we get down here on the PlayStation Fight Nights, of course. But if it's your first time tuning in, let me talk about the format for you real quick. As I get on over, you know what it is. Open qualifiers into the top 8. That's what you're going to be seeing today. And now we got a double elimination bracket and best of 3 for most of it until we get to that finals area, right? The winners, the grands, the losers finals, all going to be best of 5, first to 3 type format. And Jake, tell me what's on the line, brother.
Oh yeah, you got dollar bills, y'all. First place gonna get 2 Benjamins in their pocket, 150 for second place. Third place gets 100, and fourth place gets $50, as well as a whole lot of pride. And it feels nice to be the champion. And there's one person with a target on their back, and like we said before, it is Danny, who's been, that's 800 bones this man has won so far. Playing in the Fight Nights, and that's just the 4 last tournaments that we've had, so more than enough on the line here. And as you can see, the bracket as well, Danny with so much power in his pocket, he gets a bye and says bye to the first round. On the other side, more familiar faces, legendary Jago versus Randy RP12, and then on the bottom side, Ringe, I know you got some familiar faces that we've seen before. Tell me about them.
Oh yeah, I believe all of these players have graced the Fight Nights with their presence before. We got Boyka, OSC in the building, Emmy, Super's in the building, Juniper and Ryuken. It is going to be an action-packed show as per usual, and I agree with Danny getting the bye. You feel me? Like, they've just displayed so much dominance that it's proper. It's kind of reminiscent of sports and the like,
That is the top player privilege right there if I've ever seen one. All right, that's looking like some Golden State Warriors level of dominance right now. I mean, we need some more rings. If Danny gets it's like you get the Infinity Gems. He needs to get the Dragon Balls for this. 7 Dragon Balls, 7 dubs on Sony, and they actually give you Goku IRL to train you for a week. That doesn't really happen. But yeah, if you want to compete as well and potentially take Danny's name, if you have seen it before, the PlayStation tournaments, compete.playstation.com, and on that bottom tracker right there too. We don't just do Dragon Ball. As you can see, we have Dragon Ball today. We've got Street Fighter later, Tekken 7 as well. So many games under the sun. So many great commentators bringing you the business, and PlayStation putting it all together for us. So Ringe and I couldn't be happier. Don't want to speak for him, but I don't know. I've got a pretty good assumption of how he's feeling.
Most definitely got the win-a-thon going on right now as well, right? So it's a good time to be part of the PlayStation family, 100%. Couldn't be happier to be a part of it. And always fun with the Dragon Ball Nights, right, Danny? Looking to make it a full stack. You mentioned $800 from those first place prizings. And we're going to see if the full stack is completed tonight. We got a lot of the usual suspects in the building, right? So they're going to be familiar with Danny, hopefully have kind of been in the lab trying to get together a strategy to take, the champion down.
Oh yeah, and I love that too, because being in that position when you're at the top, it's hard to maintain that, and people are going to start to figure out how you play. They're going to watch, and they're going to want to be able to take you down, and nobody's been able to do that here for Fight Nights so far. And I don't know, another $200. That's like 2 more DualSense controllers. You could buy like 4 copies of Dragon Ball FighterZ. I don't know, get some Tekken in there too. You could get every single Fight Nights game on your new PS5. That is crazy. And it could be the PS4 version. That's how the PS5 works. I have that on mine. I got everything ready. So, I mean, man, if I was Danny, I'd be like, hey, thanks, PlayStation, for my PS5, my controller, my new flat screen, my 144 hertz monitor, making all these people hurt with my gameplay skills. Love it.
Yeah, I would like Danny to put like the hashtag PS Fight Nights in front of their name when they enter tournaments from now on, because they've basically accomplished a sponsorship via how much they're raking in. And of course, legendary Jago is one that is a familiar face here at the Fight Nights as well. Has definitely raked in some cash himself. Mr. Slick Rick out of Utah, been holding it down with, you know, the semi-fusion gang. We got the Goku Black. He counts over here on PS Fight Nights. But
that's triple fusion right there. All right.
Yeah,
Every time I see legendary Jago play, I say it's triple fusion. They're playing a top tier team. That's the best Goku. You know, that's just a cheater team. Sorry, Posey, you're cap.
Yeah, 100%. The blue hair, though, in the background, I mean, no debating that one. A big consensus. There's some cheap characters in the back, of course. But let's check out their opponent, legendary Jago, going up against Randy RP. Look at this star-studded lineup right here. The lab coat, the Janemba. Look at the presence of Janemba in the middle of this with that giant gem. And, of course, Ginyu in the back, as he probably should be.
Man, Janemba's looking real purple right here, but cool under pressure. Cooler is going to get the job done with the J2H cross-up. I love this character. Double purple with some lab coat action. And, man, I mean, this team is pretty interesting. You can get a lot done. I know that we've seen Garlic Bread playing the Ginyu with the lab coat as well. Yeah. And actually not even playing lab coat. He has been taking his opponent's DLCs. Like, you spent $5? Thank you. I will take your character with the setups he's been able to create. And Randy RP, hopefully there are some setups here for body swapping, because the other side with legendary Jago obviously has the Goku's gender reveal party is what we're trying to see. True. Is it pink or is it blue? And we're actually changing it up. Oops, all Gokus. That's right. The other team, it's even more Goku.
Does like playing him some Goku. I forgot, bro. Like you said, Janemba looks purple. I get Janemba and Cooler. I say the other's name for them every single time. I don't know what my problem is. It's just the big bodies with the tails confuse me. But yes, indeed, the Goku's nothing to confuse there. That's a real simple for me. Thank you, legendary Jago.
It's not a tale of two kitties. It's a tale of two aliens. Is what's happening.
Yeah,
all right. So, dude, the tails. Janemba needs a better tail normal. His second hit of his auto combo is like the only thing he really does with his tail. So
I know if I had a tail, I'd be utilizing it nonstop.
That's Frieza, man. Like I am upset that Frieza does not have like a tail command grab in this game. Like, you know, when he scoops up Vegeta and just starts choking him out, like that to me is such a missed opportunity. Like, give Frieza the tail command grab. And yeah, double Kamehameha. Season 1 looking triple beam team. That is
triple beam team, triple beam dream. Rick Ross style in the building. Before we leave the tail thing entirely, I gotta say it's an underutilized thing in all fighting games. I don't remember any tail command grabs. I can't even think of one off the top of my head.
Yeah, dude, you can make it look like it's a low too. Do you know how potent that would be? That's probably why they're like, our system works is like, we can't do that. That's a little too broken.
The cursed appendage, the tail.
Oh yeah.
Right now, all the overhead 6-7, nothing behind it, right? So we're just gonna continue pressure. Oh no, it's my turn, bro. Thanks for the barrier.
I didn't even realize which assist was being utilized right there. But the barrier is not what we typically see from the side of lab coat. You can utilize it because people are expecting the spin, and subverting expectations is a huge thing in fighting games.
Oh, most definitely is one of the fundamentals to succeeding and really understanding fighting games, like beyond the beginner level.
Oh my god, there's so much action going on the screen.
The chaos, bro. I mean, this is where Randy RP lives, right? As a Ginyu player, you are accustomed to this. You're about those emeralds.
Yeah, no 2 H's on the super dash, but the super jump forward actually catches Goku off guard. And immediately tapping into lab coat. Did a little bit of that blue health back, which is important, but completely whiffs the level 3.
Yeah, I like the wherewithal to like immediately reflect after, but I mean, legendary Jago still able to pick up the offense, getting into healthy Goku Black as well for the knockdown, and level 3, do some damage, stabilize the game.
That is definitely the reflect flowchart. I'm negative, reflect. I DP'd, reflect. I wake up, no reflect. I die, Jago with the first pickup on the 2M Oki. No mix? No mix?
No mix? No mix necessary. You know about this. We went over this last finals. The next finals is coming up. Mixed, mid, what was it? Mid-mixed American, something like that?
It's MMA. Mids mix Americans and mix is cringe. I thought he was going to be able to re-jump there and I was going to lose my mind. I haven't seen a Goku Black with regular Goku in a while. And did you hear the way my man said, Goku? I'm sorry, it was just funny.
I missed it, to be honest. I missed Goku. Pretty good.
Yes, honey.
Look, man, you gotta care. It's about self-love, all right? So on a team of all Gokus, I admire. Oh no, I don't admire the guard cancel raw tag though.
You have the bombos. The extension, the force is in action.
My God,
Yeah,
I definitely. Yeah. Oh, he's even. This is messed up. He's even using the Juniper color. It's like you heard me mess it up earlier.
He's trying. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm gonna give you credit. You read it, and oh, hard read
Like
onto
the happy birthday, indeed. I see where you were going with that.
Oh man, I don't know if that jails completely, but the dive kick has been working out excellent for Jago with the full extension here. Will be able to kill level 1, level 3, finish it off easy.
This is huge. I mean,
Oh, you can actually just do 2 level 1s, I think. Nah, just gonna keep Goku Black in.
Yeah, I like that. To buy some time for Goku to build the blue life back. Might as well. I would trade the bar for that as well.
Yeah. Blue health, super important, managing everything here. And there is no blue Goku, so we got to keep the blue health as much as we can. We don't have the hair. Got to have the health.
See some true bar action. Oh my goodness.
The cannon fight. We know how it ended in the show, but we're going to see how we're showing up here. Randy RP with Sparking still available. No bar, though. Going to be rough. Oh my God, the 2M coup. No longer heart virus.
Indeed, no spark necessary. Got all the bar in the world. Yeah, we'll drain it. Let the level 3 rock. Oh my God! Fumbling the bag, fam. The heart disease was back. It was a false alarm. You thought you were healed.
Man, did not call the level 3 early enough, and the dive from Randy RP coming out clutch. 2 level 3s missed from the side of Jago. That definitely would have changed the pace. Wait, no, actually, it was on the other side. Randy RP missed 1 level 3, and then Jago missed 1. So you know what? Everything is equal. Balance.
The homie level 3.
That's true. You got to get homie level 3. And I mean, if you've seen the new movie, Puss in Boots, he gave Death 8 homie stocks, and he still worked out for him. So
I saw that tweet and I was upset because I was like, this is a spoiler, but I don't quite understand it.
yeah, no.
But I knew it was a spoiler.
You're good. You're good. No spoilerinos, but it's looking good for Randy RP. Luck was on his side. Definitely a unfortunate situation where the level 3s whiffed on both sides, but Randy RP coming out on top in that last situation. And Jago is switching over to the Dream Team. Triple Fusion right there. Very, very strong team. I'm not sure if Jago is actually playing the Goku Black on point. I do think he is strong on point in this situation. Can do a lot more with meter. And Gogeta Blue is one of the strongest point characters. But we're going back to the beautiful silver-haired silverback gorilla right there. UI Goku.
I'm wondering why, honestly, like Jago plays this team rather than the other team. If he's just more comfortable, if he likes these characters more, just because, like, I mean, like, why wouldn't you play Vegito and Gogeta, honestly?
I don't know, man. I mean, sometimes you like to spice it up, change up your direction with how you want to play. I've been in a stint personally where I've been playing Super Saiyan Goku instead of Vegito, because he's just fun. He's just a fun character. Sure. You just do your Kamehameha beam loops, and you're like, man, I'm nasty. But again, it'd just be a character preference. You know, sometimes having too much power makes you a worse player.
I mean, that is true, 100%. It's important, really, to distinguish yourself as a player outside of certain extremely strong characters. Cool. We're nowhere.
Back switch right there, too. Get a little bit of the blue health back. Not the most damage. I mean, he will get another mix-up opportunity off this assist and just continue to be locked down. Jago. Guard canceling out. I like the defensive options that Jago is rotating through, and talking about rotations.
It doesn't stop. Spinning don't stop when lab code is on the table. Yeah, right over the beam with the super dash. Hold tries 2H. At least gets the assist.
Actually, off of that reflect, could have gone for another spin, but didn't end up working on it. So, gonna get a full extension here. Doesn't end up calling Ginyu. Interesting. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna stay there for the pressure sequence after, but Jago still gets out with some timely reflex for all tag as well.
Oh, boom.
Did he want the burner for that counter?
I think so. That would have been, I don't know if it works like that, but that would have been sick.
Definitely an interesting idea from Jago. We would like to see how that played out, but either way, slightly this time, going to give Randy RP a big opportunity here. The level 3, empty it out. You got one guess, fam.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough. I don't know, maybe double down with the cancel. No, just reflect. Didn't want to spark, and now Randy RP has that character lead. Won the point war. I don't know. You have a lot of options to double down with UI, and did not opt for those odds.
And as you mentioned, right, Spark's still available as well. So even if those two like options don't work out, you can still keep the character stage. You can still preserve your whole team. But yeah, either way, Randy RP also on set point, right? Already got one dub, but Jago not being deterred whatsoever. Big hit here. That should be a dead lab code as long as no drop.
Yeah, and didn't have to spend the extra bar afterwards. Only needed a half bar with the EX knockdown. That's what I'm talking about. The beams. One beam, one dream.
No, the damage output definitely looks a little ridiculous. I like it.
Dude, he pumped. I'm not gonna lie, because you can also do your double level 1 again too. It's kind of nuts.
Oh, okay. And look, unloading again, just one bar there. Oh my God, what a bet from Randy to wake up at all. Bet it wrong. Look like the dude that put 2 mil on the Cowboys.
That's a lot of money lost. Oh, and a lot of health lost.
That's real, by the way. That actually happened.
Yeah, it's nuts. Don't be that guy.
Definitely not.
Bet on Danny.
Trying to avoid that. Oh,
that's a KP setup right there. That's classic Japanese playstyle.
Yes, sir. Vanish with the beam. Chases down the uptick as well. We're going to spark up, try to end this now. He's building towards that. Lots of meter as disposal here. Double level 1 into level 3. Will it be enough?
No. Opted. Oh, what? Wait. Oh, quadruple level 1. What? Why? It doesn't kill. It just looks sick as hell. That was awesome. That was a sparking level 4 combo. That was sick. I don't care if he loses. That was awesome.
At the end of the day, Jago getting the top play on high fights, that's for sure. We'll see if he can pick up this dub.
Bro, we're both like double level 1, triple level 1, quadruple. It's like a kid in an ice cream shop. We didn't know he could get that many scoops.
Straight up.
He said, you want how much sweetness in your combo? 200%?
I can get all these flavors? Oh, and Randy. He's not going to let that moment live. He's going to put him away. Nice combo, but I'll take the dub and stay in the winner's bracket.
My man spent 4 bars to lose the game. I cannot believe we did. Actually, with empty vanish, it was 5 bars. Spent 5 bars to lose. He looked cool as hell, but cool guys don't look at explosions, and wasn't able to watch his own defeat. Randy RP. I feel bad. I feel like 2-0 GG's though. Like Jago definitely was like sauce above all.
Yeah.
And the sauce got to his heart. Heartwire's Goku wasn't able to get the job done. So 2-0 lead. Randy RP moves on in the bracket, but the people's hero, legendary Jago. Man, that was sick. I did not know you could do 4 beams while in sparking. I love Goku. It did no damage. It was awful, but it was good for the heart.
So I want you to be honest with me right now. I want you to be honest with me and to the people, okay? When something like this happens to you and you win at the end of it, but like some cool like high fights moment happens and you're like, all right, I'm going to be on high fights later, but I won the match. Do you like actually feel like, damn, dude, that was really cool. Like, well done. Or you're like, hold that up. Like, nice job, but no.
I won the battle, they won the war. So I mean,
so you still have like, you're still like a little bit like giving them props.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, there was a time at WNF where there was a Teen Gohan player, and he spent 7 bars to gut punch me over and over and over again on Teen Gohan. It did not kill me, but I had to sit there as he cackled and gut punched me. So even though I won, I was like, yeah, you're kind of sick.
Nah. Especially if they're cackling while they're doing it, no. I'm getting up and being salty about it. I'm like, that wasn't even cool. You can't even get the dub. That's like doing the
win.
That's like breaking the ankles and then missing the shot. And I'm like, get out of my face. I don't care. You got to hit the shot for it to count.
True. Man, oh man. What a match. What a way to end that match.
Definitely mad fun. Definitely mad fun, though.
Super fun. Super fun. And another fun player to watch right here. This is Team Easy Man here from Mexico. Boyka OSC. And I know we had Slick Rick, who sadly went over the loser side. 29, 39 here. Boyka consistently showing up in these top 8s for Fight Nights. And
that's right.
Love this season 1 vanilla team. And I mean, there's a lot of meter generation here too. You can give Adult Gohan to level 7 real quick. But if you have watched previous weeks, Boyka doesn't like to do that. Boyka says no levels, no complex combos. I simply will be level 0 because if I am any more powerful, you will not have a chance to fight.
You mentioned earlier that sometimes too much power will hinder you, right? So he doesn't want to see the mystic form. He wants to say normal, ordinary Gohan. I respect it. Well, on the other side, we got characters that thrive on power here. We got Jiren, Juniper proper this time, and the Super Broly from Gigaton, aka Emmy Supers, straight out of Mexico City. Always one of my favorite players to watch in the Fight Nights.
Yeah, this is going to be super good. I love that too. Like the Mexican community is always showing up strong for Fight Nights, and they've always been contenders for Dragon Ball fighters in the likes of Danny, in the likes of like Emmy Supers. You have everybody coming from Mexico. Thunderstruck, shout outs to them for running a great tournament.
Yeah.
And the Hook and Zane, the invaders of Mexico, they took the title first and second. Rough stuff, but it is what it is. And we're gonna see who comes out on top here. Team Villains, one is Morally Gray, Jiren the Gray, but the other two, actually same thing with Super Brawly. Dominican Brawly, he's not a bad guy, even though he was a bad guy. He's a good guy. He's mean and green, and he's got a green waifu. So you know what? Color coded is good.
He's like the bad guy, like the Razor Ramon, like when he was babyface.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I get it. Well, another thing though about Mexico in general, right? Just all huge Dragon Ball Super over there.
Oh yeah,
like it's super popular, very much ingrained into the culture of the country. So it's great that, like, you know, even with maybe some invaders doing well, that they've never really shied away from the game.
Oh yeah, and shout outs to TA Wolf for making me listen to all the Spanish Dragon Ball.
Oh, so good.
And I firmly remember watching Dragon Ball GT on public television, and it was in Spanish for whatever reason. Oh, yeah. And the GT Spanish openings go so hard, and the endings. Just as hard as Goku is going in right now against Broly. Trying to keep it canon. Level 3 connect. I like that you can keep them same side or cross up here. That's now cool. It's also a 50-50 on reversal level 3. What kind of hair do I have? What side am I hitting?
I like that little setup as well, using the lockdown from the Gohan assist, caught him low. That's a great startup against Emmy Supers, who, I mean, it goes far pretty much every Fight Night.
Yeah. Oh, try to catch with the super dash right there. And now, Boyka playing back. That was the season 1 assist call, but the 5M with the extended range, it's a nice little happy extension here. Doesn't go for any rejumps. Keep it simple.
Ooh, the teleport out, able to avoid the Gohan assist is big, and yeah, command grabs. We know how it goes.
Oh no, missed the rejump themselves, but it doesn't matter. It was reset Okaiba.
And let me see who's gonna pick up right where they left off. I don't know if they're gonna quite get in range to kill.
Nah, just level 1 right there. Goes for a soft knockdown and pick up. He wasn't ready. I think that was a situation where Boyka just didn't tech, thinking that the level 3 was gonna come out and got caught for it.
Yeah, honestly, it looked like that, right? Boyka just kind of like teched into the normal and no counter hit, no semblance of an attempt to escape. So definitely they got caught asleep at the wheel. Now Emmy wide awake though. Able to bring Juniper back in. Keep the corner, delayed tech on the ground this time.
I like that too. Backing up immediately after. That was so smart.
That was a ridiculous read from Emmy Supers right there. The back dash into the moon jump over the beam. Clean punish. Boyka could do nothing but watch his Gohan die.
That was a Street Fighter jump in right there too.
Legit, bro. Oh my goodness.
That was a back dash out of the corner, and you're like, yeah, throw a Hadouken. I dare you.
Boyka, like I literally am picturing like Gohan looking up at the falling Janemba, like I'm dead.
Oh man, got caught right there. Vegeta, the original anchor, right here. We've seen many a comebacks with this character back in the day, but old man right here.
Oh, it just like season 1, very reminiscent. Catches him right in the dome piece.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Even though people consider this the worst character in the game, so it is. It is.
Oh! Crouch ahead. That's a big starter right there with the sparking afterwards. Going to be a lot of damage here to the Jiren.
Level 3, final flash. And now you got to guess per character, guess per game. Emmy Super does have Spark. Is there going to be a Spark bait here?
Bait it. Oh my God. Definitely trying to DP through the sparking. Try to use the invincibility, but not going to happen. Emmy Super's a little bit too disciplined, a little bit too late on the spark, and it's found a hit for themselves.
Look at the damage. That's disgusting. Oh, the drop at the end. Now we're even Stevens.
Yeah, health. I mean, a minuscule difference at this point. Reflect, get off me. Want some breathing room here? And the super dash. Real season 1 type wave right there from Boyka. Through and through.
As soon as he saw that double jump was utilized, he said, we're going to the skies. You've got one option. And it's actually, you got 2 options. It's super dash or key blast. And Boyka went through both. So good stuff. First game, clutching it out with the Super Saiyan Vegeta at the end. Saving the spark for the right character.
Yeah, true. Most definitely, right? Man, good stuff from Boyka to start off. And we're already getting back into this one. Picking it up on the C assist. Very nice from Emmy. As the Janemba as well. Almost like you're going to use it for some setup back for the knockdown, or just actually going to tag Janemba in.
Yeah, I like that. It sets up a 2-touch situation, too. Because now if you get hit by this Janemba, you're most definitely dead.
He went for the back dashes, the moon jump again right there. Boyka smartly adjusting, not throwing out the beam that time.
Yeah. Lockdown. No assist just yet, so not able to extend that pressure at all.
Yeah, watching the feed. Oh, and then utilizing the invincibility.
Yeah, not allowed. No gap.
Invincible might be late 2023, but we got them all day with the DPs.
It's going to be real good. Real good neutral tool right there. EX sword. Should be a kill as well. What the tail do? That's the only time he uses his tail.
What that tail do? Super Broly all the way through. Whole villain. Trio attack.
Man, oh man. And now, Boyka down to the best friend Kamehameha squad.
Oh, the air punch.
Oh, man.
I'm just gonna say, we've seen Emmy respond like with losses or 2 losses like this before, right? Just roaring back, showing so much dominance in the follow-up game. Right now, Boyka trying to stem the bleeding a little bit, gonna stabilize with the level 3, keep the corner. What are we doing now?
Yeah, vanishing out. Yeah, not a traditional defensive option. If you play a little bit more patient, you're able to punish it pretty easily. And the 2M, the toe does not connect.
Oh, great side switch, Emmy. Doing the homie, tossing him back into the corner.
Ooh, reset again. That was on purpose. Emmy Super's catching Boyka asleep at the wheel. It's what we saw again earlier, thinking that the combo is going to go on longer, and Emmy Super's just cuts it short.
Yeah, sometimes you can use it as a respite, right? To try to regain your mental energy when you're getting combo. Just try to not have to focus so closely at like every other moment in fighting games, but it does open you up to be susceptible to stuff like this, the resets and just funky situations that you're not ready for.
I mean, the player I think I see do this the most has to be Chris G in Dragon Ball, where he's just constantly looking for those resets on his Roshi or his TN. And then any Skullgirls player does the same exact thing. Sonic and Kill Stage are the #1 offenders for that kind of play. And let's see what kind of Oki situation Boyka has here. No sparking on the Vegeta this time. And Emmy Super's with spark on all 3 characters. Hasn't command grabbed once just yet. And there it was, challenged immediately. Ooh, I felt it in my bones.
Indeed, Boyka picking up on the same energy right there. Challenging proper. Ridding himself of 1 problem, but no spark. And 2 and pretty much full health characters to go. It's going to be tough. Oh, I like the chase down, but Boyka playing discipline here. Maybe he can try to take advantage of that in the future. He fight himself in that situation again, but Emmy locking him down and making him guess. Not ready for the command grab.
Man, trying to connect with the S right there, but did not have the right angle. Locked down still. Emmy Super's in such a dominant position, but again, with the C assist, you have to wait so long for the assist to come back, so Boyka has free reign. It's an even game right now.
Oh. Again, being very careful with the air movement. Nobody's committing to anything too heavily. And just as I say that, Boyka, super dash, super neutral, answering all your problems.
Missed again. With the barrage, I think Emmy Super's should spark here.
Me too. Yeah. Definitely like this. With how low Vegeta's health is, how much meter you got, I mean, one hit is gonna kill you and kill off the character, so you might as well keep the advantage with your own, have the assist available if you need it. But Emmy, oh, drops the combo. All right, it'd be like that, I guess.
Ends it quickly too, doesn't want to spend any more time. Hits him with the long log of the law. Takes him out. Lumberjack Jr. He's a big guy, big arms. What do you think he got him from? That is the Juniper special right there. And man, Team Saiyan versus Team Saiyan Slayer is not going well. And then, you know, Broly's on the wrong team, but he's got to do what he's got to do.
It'd be like when you're the bad guy, but not the bad guy. Sometimes you find yourselves in bad spots.
Yeah, man. The Frieza Force, they got him convinced of other things. Propaganda. Oh, there it is. Man grab connects, and Boyka was not ready to challenge this time. Should be dead here.
Man gripped him by the back of the neck like he was a cat. You see that? Just picked him up by the scruff.
Yep. Grab the nape and send him into the dirt. Janemba on screen now. This is going to be so hard for Boyka. No real mix available on these two characters. You have to create these situations where they get caught out being a little bit over aggressive, but Emmy Supers hasn't been overextending. Every single time the assists have been down, he has backed up and waited once again.
Emmy Supers be gamer leaning for real, bro. Like, a lot of the time, I feel like in these fight nights, they'll go down in the first game, and then games 2 and 3 are just domination.
Yeah, it's like he figures out the pace as well, and then begins to take his opponent a little bit more seriously. And you gotta pay serious attention to that C assist, because even though there's a long cooldown, if it connects, it's gonna be rough. You're dead.
I have no idea whether that was intentional or not, but Emmy was more than ready for that combo to drop. Finds the pickup to put him back into the corner. We still got the frame advantage. I don't care if you got the corner. It's not your turn to play.
My turn on the PlayStation range. Too bad.
Sorry, I'm about this win-a-thon. I'm trying to rack up these prizes. Emmy Supers. I'm gonna send Boyka to the losers bracket.
And this is the same situation we saw before. No spark on the Vegeta. And a lot of Boyka's hits have been coming from full screen super dash. And Emmy Supers has just, it's not working anymore. It worked in the first game, but Emmy Supers is on the next page.
Yeah, precisely. Really kind of catching on to the rhythm and decision making of Boyka in regards to the super dash, but not so much the level 3s. He's popping off all blue life, and Emmy not choosing the spark and then eating the instant air dash. They'll lose their Janemba for it. Oh my no! Sliced in half after the drop combo. Boyka, everything going wrong here. Damn near off the screen with that spark up. Stomp him out. It should be Emmy Supers moving on with a 2-1 in the winner's bracket. Let's get the Supers to clean up the business.
That was rolling from the top rope with the mean team right there. That's Team Villain energy.
That was off
right
the
there.
cage. That was even off the top turnbuckle. That was off the steel cage for sure.
That's not SmackDown. That's Raw. And going to be moving on to this next one. No donkey kicks here, because Boyka's going to the loser side. So Emmy Supers with a dominating comeback after losing that first game. I don't think he lost a character in either of those last two matches. So Boyka gonna have to fight it out in the loser side. Emmy Supers again, you know, used to being in this position, moving on in the winner side of the bracket. So always excited to see how they continue to play and shine with their team. And that's not a team you'll traditionally see. You don't really see, typically you'll see like a Fusion, maybe a 21 thrown on there. And no, it's just Super Broly, Jiren, and Janemba, which is, I mean, it's great. It's all big body command grab villains, which is not what people typically play, but you can make it work. We had a player in SoCal who was a villain who laughed and played those kind of teams, but he's retired. Yeah, that guy needs to get back to it. I want to see him at the LCQ.
Most definitely.
Yeah, but
talented at whatever fighting game he plays for sure.
Yeah, he just picks it up and he's like he and just does it. Doesn't matter who he plays, and you can make it happen. And that's the thing about this meta. You can make a lot of characters work, and if you build the right team comp around them. So I like the thought that Emmy Supers has put into his team. And Boyka is going to have to figure out some adjustments to make it through the losers bracket. But we got even more matches on the winner's side. I know we have one more to work through until we get to the second round of winner's side. As you can see here, Danny versus Randy RP is going to be the next set with a 2-0 that we had from Jago. And then on the other side, Emmy Supers is waiting for the winner of our next match, which is going to be Juniper versus Ryuken. And, you know, bye is no longer in the bracket. Legendary Jago coming out on top with a further opportunity to move on. And you know what? That's his reward for doing 4 Kamehamehas. They got a bye for being sick nasty. That's what happened. That is some bracket karma immediately coming through.
All right, so since you've brought this up a couple of times now, are you an NSYNC fan or a Backstreet Boy fan? You can't say both. You have to pick one.
Oh, can't say both. That is hard. Can I take a quick recess as I go? It's got to be NSYNC. I'm sorry. Backstreet Back is all right, but
that was the correct answer.
It is. It definitely is. I mean, you got Justin Timberlake right there. That's all you need, man. It's right there.
Most definitely. But yes, indeed, I can't wait to see these 2 usuals for Fight Nights going to be going at it. We got Juniper being introduced first. Team. Yeah, I was going to say, you familiar with this team?
That team's, that's all right. It's not that strong. It's pretty good. I don't know why. I mean, it's 3 fusions. You have Vegeta and Goku twice, 1 red, 1 blue. And then you have Android 21 fused with a lab coat, and she's real good.
And she's also red and blue, right? So
yeah,
kind of brings the team together.
It's color coordinated. I don't know why people are getting so upset that these characters are all coordinated, colored together, and they're just having a great time. It's like those people you see at a theme park and they're all wearing the same t-shirt. That's how they're all together. And then again, another super top tier team. 3 4-heads, actually 3 5-heads working together to defeat the Dragon Ball universe. Ryuken playing in Dragon Ball FighterZ, Janemba, Vegito, Gogeta 4. These are some top tier teams. This is a level up enabled team as well. And man, oh man, both these players are trying to get as many wins as they can to get closer to that money. And they picked the right teams to do it. They got the right tools to get the job done.
Nasty top tier enthusiast teams. That's what I like to see, man. You know what I'm saying? We're out here to win. We're out here to play the game at the highest level. It's not even just about winning, honestly. It's about playing the game at the highest level and really pushing the skill barrier, right? And a lot of the time, you want to give yourself the most optimal way to do that. And it's obviously with these top tier characters because they have so many tools to do it with.
Now, yeah, exactly. And I like the tools that Ryuken has actually taken here. Going for the Janemba C. Now, typically you could go for the A assist, but having 2 key blast assists is typically not ideal. It takes away a lot of your mixed capabilities. And the C assist gives you universal fuzzy anywhere on the screen from the block screen, which is absolutely terrifying. Probably going to go for a double cross up, and the 2H comes out immediately. Ryuken was ready. That is, you have to time it really particularly, or you can get 2H every time. If you time it right, it actually beats the 2H. It's safe.
Oh, okay. So I see. I like Ryuken testing that, right? A Gogeta player himself, so wants to see if Juniper was going to be on that level.
Definitely mashing. He did not react. I guarantee it. He was like, "You're not going to time this right." I am.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think he reacted either. I just like him willing to test that, right? Be like, I don't think you got these, bro.
I'll swing. Forget it. Yeah, dude. It's like when you go against somebody who's trying to do 1-frame links. You're like, I'll DP. You ain't got these. Exactly. You don't got these. And then they got these, and you're like, uh-oh, I'm in danger.
And then the intimidation factor comes in. You got to try to shake it off real quick. Juniper doing well here. Going to empty the bar. Going to have 1 left, but 1 into level 3. Big damage here. Use the vanish. Nope. Oh, my God. Was that like a fake out? Is that exactly what he was looking for, to bait the reflect from the wake up on Janemba?
I wholeheartedly believe that was a misinput. He tried to vanish to go for the left-right 50-50 with Sword.
That's what I assumed.
Or I-88. And Ryuken got short-circuited. Was like, I've never seen F5M after level 3 before. I must reflect. Like, the robot was not trained for this scenario. Dr. Strange said we had one reality where we beat Janemba on Wake Up, and that was it.
You gotta whip the 5M.
You must whip the most powerful tool you have to awaken
any notions you had of Oki. Have to rebuild Oki from the ground up.
Oki's Emmy, I don't speak Japanese.
Or even though Banshee Blast, you know how that special tool goes. Honestly, one of the best things in the game. Ryuken gonna try to do some big damage with the Gogeta now. Let's set up the hard knockdown.
Yeah, I want to see if it goes for double air dash. No, I'm just going for universal button and try to go for a bait there on the Sparky.
Yeah.
Little bit too fancy, but it doesn't matter. What was that? You had to hit, and you're like, nah, he's gonna press. That's messed up. When you're like, I hit you, but I wanted you to hit yourself. This character is so disrespectful. I hate him and I love him because that is what you do to your opponent. You're like, you want to do a mental damage. You want to put them in the institute afterwards. They're like, I don't even know what to think anymore, man.
It was so active. Like, you just knew that the combo drops. So it was like, I'll press a button. And it's just like, no, son, it's still active. You're still dead. Oh my God. This is a lot of mentally damaging hits, I gotta say.
Like this character, you have to channel your inner great ape. All right, he's red for a reason. Okay, you're not playing like Gorilla Grodd. All right, you are playing like just Gorilla asterisk. That's it.
Pure rage. Oh my! And again, you can see Ryuken foot all the way on the pedal right here. A whip is happening. A button is coming out again. You gotta stop me.
Dude, I get lightheaded every time I commentate this character because it's just too much fun. Too much fun. I have so much excitement. And Juniper playing the defensive assist to precision. If I block call assist, I will have great time. That's it. Why press more button when less button do job?
And that's really the type of strat you need in a game against somebody like Ryuken, right? Where they're just trying to bulldog you down, constantly fill the screen with an option. I really like that there. Two classic strats, super dash with the assist behind it. Ended up clipping him with the super dash, so you get the full conversion anyway. Very nice.
I think if he vanished Dragon Rush and then did level 3, he could have killed, but it does. Oh no, it does matter. Still, yeah. One touch versus two touch here. You gotta be so careful. Ryuken has one more guess. Oh, the 5M!
Long distance right there. The ghost of the 5M again, coming back to haunt.
This is scary. You're not allowed to throw Banshee Blast here. You're not allowed to throw Banshee Blast.
Oh, that was nasty. Ryuken snatching her out the sky. Got the full 3 bars to kill off afterwards. What a way to end the first match.
Man, looking like Jago because he was ankle grabbing. A man of the Lord right here. Vegito, grab the ankles, make sure that she gets dunked. Those boots were not made for walk-ins. She got buried. And just like that, Ryuken takes the first game. Production, every time that we see a Janemba command grab, can we make his forehead bigger? Thank you. Appreciate it. But right there, as you can see, Ryuken able to get that first game excellently. And a little bit wild and out right there. The Wild Boys, Chris Pontius actually watched it live and didn't understand why this creature was so violent.
And now Ryuken, bro, again, you can tell the momentum clearly on his side, really trying to ride it. Didn't get to continue the offense there. Bet on the 2 ways, but
did it again. He mashed.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said before, right? It's not a reaction thing. It's just I'm betting on this option.
Actually, that was the fight of Juniper too. So it's the same. They share the same thought process. It's like the neural network. I know that. I mean, if you've been watching The Last of Us, spoilers, they're all controlled by a hive mind. That's Gogeta 4 players. We can't get rid of the fungus that's controlling us.
Oh, the chase down was nasty, Ryuken. I love these reads on the movement from Juniper. We saw the command grab to end the first match. Now we're ending Lab Coat with another chase down.
That is impossible to block that overhead. You IAD'd back and you get overheaded as you landed. That's illegal. It's a legal activity.
Yeah, legitimately never seen a block. In a situation like that, the person that IAD backs, not gonna happen. Not gonna block.
You're done. Oh, it just goes for the active switch right there. I love that decision because now, no, it doesn't have to spend the bar. Could have gone for a 50-50, and that was a interesting Dragon Rush.
Oh, barely avoids it right at advantage, getting him out of trouble.
You know how I swang that thing. Oh, no, misses at the end right there. Trying to mash auto combo, doesn't matter. Great. And can kill here with a proper extension. Nice. Grab, level 1 should do it. Captain's Sword. Boom.
My man was trying to clean up the house before the parents got home. Nah, fam, the 2H was there to kick down the door.
This ain't Smart House, all right? It's a different type of movie. Let's see here. Now, any hit into Spark will kill for Ryuken. You got to be so careful, and there it is. By them, and it's like clockwork. I gave him my, like I said, all Gogeta 4 players, we share the same neural network. He heard me say it, hit into Spark, and it was done. Level 3 Big Bang Kamehameha does the job, and Ryuken 52 sends Juniper straight to the dirt.
That was one of the best illustrations I've ever seen of like big mentally damaging situations and hits, like very frustrating ways to die, kind of carry over to the second match and the momentum just completely getting out of hand. Like the way Ryuken brought it back in that first match, I mean, I know if I was on the other side, I would have been incredibly frustrated, right? And it really felt like Juniper was just mentally broken in the second game, and Ryuken was like, dog, I partied hard and I won, I'm not gonna stop, and just ran away with it.
Juniper Saiyans. Oh, actually, Janemba's forehead didn't get bigger because the other two did all the work. So I really love that. There was 0 command grabs in production and understood the assignment. And yeah, I'd definitely be frustrated after that. Our good hair, we'd be molding. And those Saiyans are looking more like Nappa every single match. But we'll have an opportunity to fight it out more in the losers bracket. Wonderful showing from Ryuken, showing the power of that team and why it is obnoxious to deal with. It makes you feel, it doesn't like, it conditions you to not be confident in any of your decisions because that team, why it's so good, it has an answer for everything. And all the answers were right. We went down the multiple choice, and even though there was 5 A's in a row, they were all right. And we didn't believe the Scantron, but Ryuken did. And that was what mattered most. And these players, once again, are playing for what matters most. $dollar bills, y'all. And they're getting closer and closer to the prize. If there were 3 in a row, back to back to back, I'm like, the next one cannot be the same thing. And then, but
wait, what was your limit though? 2 or 3?
It was actually 4. If I got to the 5th one, if I got to the 5th one, and I knew that answer was correct, and I was like, these other 4 were C. I'm like, I messed up somewhere along my journey. I will return. I mark it, and I'm like, I will return because the hero's journey. I have to make a wraparound here because I'm making a mistake somewhere. And there was one time my teacher was so vile that they made the entire Scantron 1 letter.
No, you're kidding me.
Everybody lost their minds and we're like, we can't be. And I'm like, I believed it. I was like, I studied hard for this test, and I was like, it was all C. And then my teacher looked at me and she's like, you have fortitude, true power, true mental fortitude.
You stuck with it? You didn't get psyched out?
I got 100%. I said, I salute you on this day, sir. Thank you. Shout outs to Chaparral High School. Yeah, dude, I was a Puma. I had a heart of a warrior cat. That was what
I'm pretty sure I would have got psyched out. I would have marked something wrong for sure.
Yeah, and both these players have been marking everything right. Their checklist continues to grow larger as they move further into the bracket. Danny, the one and only, the back-to-back champ, versus Randy RP, who got hit by 4 beams and lived to tell the tale.
Randy definitely didn't let that deter him, didn't let that mentally break him, right? We really see the fortitude of the Randy right there, being like, bro, you can style, you can use all this meter, you can present a situation that I'm unfamiliar with, that is gonna make me uncomfortable, but I'm just gonna bounce back and focus on the task at hand. And that's exactly what Randy did. So the task at hand now, though, is the toughest one we asked here in Fight Nights, and that's taking down Danny, who is a 4-time in a row champion here for the PlayStation event. Now, Danny is rocking the perfect cell, the lab coat, and the gold tanks, proficient with every character, deadly with every character. I mean, they are no joke.
Yeah, it's gonna be so good. I mean, a lot of people, nobody really plays Go Tanks or Cell anymore. When our great savior Fenrich no longer plays the green bug, it feels pretty bad. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. And you can still make this character work. I think that the changes to him this season are actually amazing. He's got so much mix. It's just hard for him to play neutral. But if you're just built different, you can make it work out. And Randy RP has a lot of answers in neutral to deal with Cell and Go Tanks. Lab Coat, though, the great equalizer on the other side for Danny. It's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be a really exciting match. Again, Danny, it'd be hard to bet against Danny right here. So, I mean, he's definitely my horse in this race. And yeah, I know it's funny. I wanted to bring up the point of Cell once again, because there are a lot of players that are excited because Fenrich is going to the finals in March.
Oh,
he's already,
okay.
He's qualified. He is one of the qualified players ready to go. And there was, I can't remember the Cell player. I think it was Saturn from the West Coast. Saturn has been a Cell player for the longest time. Him and Subatomic Sabers shared a lot of Cell tech and everything like that. And he's like, I can't believe that there's a chance that I can play Fenrich, and I'm sad because he's not playing Cell. And if you're watching this, Saturn, or you hear this, just ask him to play Cell. He will play Cell with you. And he, for a fact, still has the Cell sticker I gave to him. No, the Vegeta sticker I gave to him Season 2 Finals on his stick. So he loves his fans, and he will do it for them. And right now, doing it for Randy is Ginyu. I almost said go Ginyu, the fusion.
The forbidden fusion for sure. Oh, I was just gonna say how important it was for Randy to kind of win the point war, because as you said, right, he's got ways to deal with the cell on point, but that lab code 21 is gonna present a lot of problems. And he did win the point first, but he couldn't keep the offense going. Now forced the spark, does get a hit here.
I love that decision from Randy as well to wake up after the sparking with beam, because never mind. Well, spin to win, baby. The beam beats spin from lab coat, but that doesn't beat spin from lab coat. And now Danny's the one partying. No spark, no nothing on the side of Randy, and still stuck in the corner.
They're trying to keep that advantage, willing to spin that last bar. And just letting the CS do the heavy lifting. Randy getting caught.
Not going to be able to kill here. Not actually. No, it's going to be so close. Level one. Oh, it is enough. Wow. Yeah, the stomp afterwards in the double super. Danny showing us why he's so consistently at the top of the table.
Most definitely striking for his blood. Kept the sparking on deck as well. I mean, he couldn't ask for more control right now. And then the most electrifying 6M in Dragon Ball.
People's elbow. Connects in excellent fashion. So, Randy, confident in his defense. You have to watch out for the key blast and just challenges anyways. Knew that the key blast were in the back, so confident depressed would have been able to get saved anyways. So,
or that confidence had a reason right there, right? He was definitely backed up by the force, and now Labco gonna do the cleanup duty, stomp him out. Just level 1 for the kill. That's a good bounce back from Randy. Again, sparking disadvantage, but nonetheless very doable here.
Yeah, man. Ginyu with the dogs in the back, calling in the Paw Patrol. Man, but now Daddy trying to put the hurt right back on Randy. May have lost the character, but has not lost momentum in any way, shape, or form. Nice escape. Yeah. And this is Lab Coat in her natural habitat. Super jumping back full screen. Never seen anything more consistent. And I love that because we talked about Randy being overconfident in the Jace call to keep the key blast on the screen, keep him safe. So Danny just dragon rushes and circumvents it. It's a very similar thing to a raw Krillin level 3 where you dragon rush to escape the key blast. Love that from Danny.
Yeah, very, very smart for sure, Danny. The wherewithal after hitting the assist as well, just come through. That was very, very good.
Randy does not want to block. He has guard cancel vanished every block string.
Does find a hit here, so Randy and with the side switch, custom meter on deck. We're gonna save it all though and call the boys. Oh my god, the spin though, deleting every member of the force. 3-on-1, no problem.
That reached so high. Oh, what a 2H.
Speaking of reaching high, bro.
Mad good, and now the key blasts are coming up. You have to be still cognizant here. Sparks, no 2H though. Oh, miracle punch. You're dead.
And we know, I was gonna say, we know about the damage starter that is the miracle punch. So no hope for Randy at that point, even with no meter to Danny's name. Still more than dead.
No scaling, no problem. And that's rough. That was definitely rough there for the side of Randy RP. There was a lot of great moments where he was able to snuff Danny out, slow it down, and catch him off guard with his willingness to challenge. But Danny's been around the block before. This is not his first rodeo, and quickly figured out exactly how to deal with Randy. And like I said, Randy spent a majority of his meter on guard cancel vanish, so there was some opportunities to really squeeze out more damage or go for something more potent, but was spending that to try to escape.
Yeah, and it just kind of becomes like this deficit that you find yourself in, right? When you spend a lot of meter defensively, you kind of realize that I'm not taking as much turns on offense as I need to get the W. So we're seeing a switch up. We got the Gogeta, we got the Android 17 in the back. See if something could spell differently this time.
This is Yasha if he accepted the darkness in his heart. Is what would happen. It's actually if he just switched the 17 to Vegito, but man, oh man, what a team.
And hopefully we get to see it on display here. Danny already the one getting on offense early, delayed tech. Yeah, I'm just going with a meaty situation. Yeah, it was gonna be tough to get out, so not even wanting to guess with that situation.
Yeah, that is a very hard 50-50 to block, so I completely respect the decision here, but no more sparking for the side.
Oh,
man.
Should get it, but only a little bit of damage from here.
There we go. Got the names placed right back up. I was like, Akaza, that's Randy.
Yeah. And then he with a nice re-jump here. No meter to follow this up now. And of course, chasing him down, chasing the up tech, locking him down. And my goodness, Randy. You talked about his antsiness to try to escape earlier, right? With the guard cancel, you could tell. Definitely finds it very dangerous to be locked down by Danny and just ends up getting opened up again.
Not enough to kill this time. No way. No way. You're not dead. You're dead. I can't believe it. High damaging. 2 of the higher damaging supers in the game. Gets the job done. I keep forgetting. I'm like, Gotank's Ghost can't kill that. Just don't call Gotank's forehead.
Well, all right. We got the overhead this time from Randy, though. Taking advantage. And the late spark this time from Danny, wanting to keep the whole team intact and picking it up.
And I love this extension too. Optimal for meter build and has, you know, that decay right there and the penalty. So not able to get a ton. The Randy RP, still like clapping back consistently, has the side switches on deck too. That's not easy to do. So I'm loving that Randy is showing us a clinical course on how to optimize. Oh my God.
That was a really impressive block from Danny right there. I like the idea Randy was going with, but unfortunately, as soon as he finds himself on defense again, it seems like it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, without that 2-bar to guard cancel vanish, Randy does not want to block. This is Dragon Ball Fighters, not Dragon Ball Blockers. And the one time he commits to blocking, he gets punished for it. The command grab comes through. And no C assist to extend here, but you should be gone. No, didn't have the knockdown. Doesn't matter. Oh, man, that's even better.
It's a real hallmark of the dominant players of regions, right? When they're just able to pick up on their opponent, finally making that adjustment and beating them to the punch like that. That was perfect from Danny. Had conditioned Randy over and over again, and once he finally figured out that he was going to block, command throw.
That is going to be a wrap right there. Level 1 into level 3 should get the job done. Super Donut. It's going to be close. This isn't a high damaging level 3, but... Yep, just enough. Wow. Quickest set we've seen today, and Danny is showing us why he wants that 5th title. He wants to get the 5 fingers so he can tell you what he's going to say to the face.
The 5-time, the Booker T, getting closer and closer as Danny takes it 2-0 in winner semis. That means winners finals already achieved for them. Gonna be nasty for anybody to overcome for sure. They're gonna have to have one of their best days in Dragon Ball Fighters, period.
Yeah, and right now, from the play we've seen so far, Danny is still looking like an undisputed front runner for the tournament. And, you know, I'm not surprised either way, seeing him consistently perform this way. I mean, pretty soon, you were saying it earlier, we should put the hashtag Fight Nights in front of his name, because that's what the sponsorship's looking like. Already made $800 from the 4 wins he's gotten, and is trying to add another 2 to his pocket. So a whole rack is pretty good. That's a stack. He's going to keep it a stack with you because that's how good he is at Dragon Ball. Did you get $1,000 from PlayStation? I sure didn't. And now he's looking to try to get even more in the pot. I mean, he's going to come back for the next Fight Nights and the one after. So if you want to try to challenge him, remember, compete.playstation.com. You can see the schedule down below us in the little ticker, and lots of other games as well. But we've got more games to watch as well. One more round of winners semifinals on the other end to see who gets the wonderful right to aim for the king. And if you're going to aim once, you better aim for the head. And Emmy Supers and Ryuken definitely have their work cut out for them. And I don't know, from the play that we saw earlier, Ryuken was cooking. My eyes, the way this bracket's going to play out, I think Ryuken makes his way over to Danny. And Randy RP, obviously on the loser side, waiting for the winner of Juniper and Boyka. But how do you feel about this next set we're about to see?
Emmy Supers and Ryuken. I mean, Ryuken definitely has a lot of momentum right now, coming off of the way they defeated Juniper, right? It was kind of a wild game 1, and they just steamrolled in game 2. Normally, I would favor Emmy Supers, but Ryuken, it might be one of those days, man, where all the coin flips go his direction, and he just ends up kind of getting an upset and then getting a chance to go at Danny in winners finals. Definitely see that happening. It just depends on if Emmy Supers has the mental fortitude to come back from, I think, some of these scrambles that are going to go Ryuken's way, and then if they can kind of get accustomed to that chaotic tempo that Ryuken is going to try to play at.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, this game's going to get sloppy. There's going to be both of these teams excel in the scramble. And the thing I like about Emmy Super's team going into Ryuken is Jiren He has anti-meta. Janemba is also can be utilized as anti-meta. So if there are cases, fringe cases, where Ryu overextends, he might get blown up by Janemba A or even a Jiren counter full screen. It all depends on the skill. I know it's funny when people are like, oh yeah, this is a skill matchup in like other games where it really depends on how well the player is. I think that's true to this with Jiren versus the fusions. Like if you are playing deliberately to counter whatever style they're presenting, you can really make this work. So we're going to see it right now. Emmy Supers versus Ryuken.
And that's interesting, especially with a player like Ryuken, right, who will kind of embrace the unorthodox. That's like a double test, right? Oh, Emmy Super is already ready for the super dash, though.
Yeah, you cannot do full screen super neutral. Jiren is ready.
He's having that option of tech chase. We got both. This is available, and Ryuken did not want to see that future. Wrong timeline.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, the activity.
So good. The rinse cycle right there. Spin to win, baby. And now the CSS connects, able to block after the key blast right there. Should be able to kill with the Hell's Gate extension. Somewhere Damascus just shed a tear because Janemba is doing bombos.
And this is the exact start Emmy Supers wanted. Cut off all the momentum, all that feeling yourself that Ryuken had from the earlier set. Immediately putting away a character without losing spark, without losing any health.
Oh, didn't believe in the confirm right there. Really interesting. Typically, Vegito players will confirm with 5S there afterwards always, but Ryuken is going for a vanished extension. Now one touch away from killing this Jiren. A nice raw tag.
Yeah, still no answer with the raw tag, though. Ends up getting away with it. We're respecting the Banshee Blast. Great job right there. Playing around the assist from Emmy.
That's rough. Didn't believe in the hit and got challenged after from these supers. Most likely just trying to tech. Pays off. Ryuken fighting right back. The Vegito assist. It's a DP assist. It's a combo assist. It's a defensive assist. It's an offensive assist. And the best defense is a good offense. That is also a great defense.
It's just always got to stay at the forefront of your mind, right? We saw Emmy Supers be very conscious of it before. Speaking of being conscious of decisions, Ryuken reading the hard tag perfectly.
Man, that is the right arm of the forbidden one, man.
Down
on the DR.
Yes, it's coming in, rearing its head. Again, Emmy's going to be able to stabilize here. Ryuken's done a good job, honestly, still staying in this match after losing the first character. Jiren unhealthy. Janemba also in danger if he can build some more meter.
Oh, nice. Trying to catch with the 5M, but good defense from Emmy Super. And now it's, I mean, one touch away for Ryuken to kill here with a 5M. You just have to find that hit.
See, reflecting as soon as the CSs come out.
Oh, there it is.
And that is the one hit he needed. As long as you don't drop this, this is all even when it comes to characters. Yeah.
Yep. Level one will do it there.
Oh,
did not
level 3.
Oh, interesting. It is still enough. That little bit of blue health, while it is, you know, minor, it can pay off in the end. It makes it so Vegito is potentially not a one touch, but it's Super Broly we're talking about here, so.
True. See if that comes back. Ooh, to affect the match later. What a pickup from Emmy Supers.
My man, Super Broly has the upwards reach with that 2L.
Reach for the sky, Jay Briscoe style. R.I.P.
Wait, you can... No way, it doesn't kill. This is... Did you know that this second super does more than Android 21 level 3 if you do all of it?
I did not.
It's wild. It is so much damage. Not gonna kill just yet, though.
The pixel. Never the pixel of hope. Command grabbed away.
Dude, I wish there was character-specific command grab animations. Like, what if Jiren just grabbed the horn or the tail and just smacked him down? Like, that'd be sick. Holds him upside down like Dragon Ball when Goku gets scooped up by his tail.
I could see that being like the future of fighting games. Like as the tech keeps progressing, I could see like specific animations for character matchups being something that develops.
Just rip off Dawson's arms.
If only. That would give a lot of people satisfaction, I'll tell you what.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. And a satisfying finish should go for the Oki here with the balls. Oh, man. And gets caught by the 5M. Right arm of the Forbidden One.
We're parrying everything that comes his way with a reflect. Get off me, getting that space back, emptying out the level 3. Has the bar if he wants to vanish 50-50. Or are we going to see the with 5M again? Nope, okay.
Same side sword. No, goes for the cross up.
Oh,
Vanishes out. Didn't time it right. Oh, man. Emmy supers.
And Ryuken got caught reflecting that time. Bet on it big, and Emmy looking for that exact option, just backing up, watching him wave in the wind, and then, I mean, he's gone with the wind, so to speak.
Yeah. Rough. And that was Ryuken messed up the timing on the cross up there, because if you time it correctly, it's meaty and would have absolutely blown up the vanish layer. There is an OS you can utilize to escape, but it is not vanish. And the lead quickly vanishing from the side of Ryuken here, as Jiren, the gray, is just kind of popping off. I mean, we never got to see the power level comparison between Jiren and Gogeta 4. And right now, Emmy Supers is settling the debate.
Yeah, most definitely, right? Convincingly taking down the character again without losing any resource. Ridiculous.
Yeah, looking long for Ryuken right now. And Jiren is making it happen. Wow. Starts with the eye beams. Look at me.
Man, just put up a full stop sign right there, right? Immediately going with that option. Going to stop anything directly in front of him. Had the C assist behind him as well to make it hurt.
Gotta be careful here. No assist to back him up, so goes for the jail after the 2L. And great reaction so far from Emmy Supers. It feels like he's figured it out.
Okay. It really did look like Emmy was about to run away with this. Just kind of caught on to every decision that Ryuken wanted to make. But the delay string does open him up. Emmy Supers maybe getting a little antsy to finish the job.
Nice teleport out, and the C assist actually connects. You gotta be kidding me.
I was gonna say, we talked about Ryuken with the chaotic tempo. Emmy Super just flying everywhere on the screen, and the C assist do the work.
Not gonna be able to kill here. Had to spend the EX to extend the combo.
Yeah, heavily scaled at that point.
I don't know why, but Emmy Supers never level 3s on Juniper.
Oh, that was a sick air to air right there. Slices them out of the sky.
Good stuff. And now Emmy Supers one character away from moving on to the winners finals.
Whoa.
Ryuken does, I mean, Spark and almost 6 bars. You're not even gonna get to use any of those things I just said. That's crazy. No!
Oh, dropped it. Gonna give him another chance at life here. Ryuken wants to make the most of it. Was waiting, trying to bait out a reflect, something like that, but you don't bait out the 2H. Emmy lying in wait here, and that sparking regen is not gonna keep you alive. Level 1 for the log. Kill him off with the Broly.
That was convincing for Emmy Supers, and commentator's curse. We're gonna have to write that one off. It is tax season at the beginning of the set, because we were like, normally I'd give this to Emmy Supers, and it was a very normal day, is what we realized. So Emmy Supers with that 2-0 victory over Ryuken. Still great showing from Ryuken. Going to be able to see them play it out more in the loser side of things. They can definitely bounce back from this, and you learn more from your losses than your victories. So hopefully we're able to adapt and adjust, because Emmy Supers was cooking. That was so good. Now this next, I don't know, my prediction was wrong too. I thought Ryuken was going to move forward. So Danny versus Emmy Supers, winners finals. I don't know how to call it, man.
So I was a big fan of just the aggression at the end from Emmy too, right? Like the preemptive sparking before Ryuken even did it, like you really could tell they were about that W and knew it was within reach. So in winners finals, definitely big ups to Emmy Supers.
Yeah, and if you want to make sure, I mean, actually, you know, I want to make sure that these players are recognized. So always a great showing from them. And if you want to show up, compete.playstation.com is the place to go to. You can see it right there. Sign up today. We got the ticker at the bottom as well, showing you every single tournament you can sign up for. Street Fighter 5 is an invitational tomorrow, actually. So you're going to have to keep your eyes on that one on the 31st. We got Tekken 7, even more games. Actually, an invitational as well. You've got to watch. You've got to watch first before you can sign up, but compete.playstation.com is where you're going to see the schedule for signups and everything available for you to have a chance to fight against Ryu, Danny,
all of these players and get a chance to win that pot as well. And we're going to need a little bit of a chance to go get some water, go get some refreshments. You as well, because the matches are only going to get even more intense from here. We're in the money on the winner side, and the losers are fighting it out to see who gets to that top 4 and a potential prize. So stay tuned. We will see you soon.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the PlayStation tournaments, PS Fight Nights for that Dragon Ball Fighters. I hope everybody's having a good time so far. I am Ringe, joined by Jake Ryan, my partner in crime, and I mean, it's already been a star-studded show. We got Danny and Emmy in winners finals, two usual suspects there. Danny looking to take the 5-time championship home, of course. But before we get back to the action, I want to inform you guys of something we got going on, and that is the PlayStation Tournaments Community Discord. That's where you can find regular updates on esports events, articles, videos, and meet other players to improve your game with. They host regular PlayStations, interviews, all kinds of cool content. You can scan the QR code on your screen right now or go to the link as well. Again, this is the PlayStation Tournaments Discord. This is where you're going to find any information you want and have all the questions you might have in your mind answered.
And once you're in the Discord, you're going to be able to talk to all your buddies that you're entering these tournaments with about the win-a-thon. Because if you register on the PS4 or PS5 online at compete.playstation.com, you can win so many prizes. The new DualSense Edge is one of those prizes. And if you're not like Danny, winning 5 tournaments and paying for your PS5, if you win enough, you can win yourself a PS5 as well. So make sure you go to compete.playstation.com. Get a part of that win-a-thon because the prizes are hot and you need to make sure that you're winning and showing what you got once you win. Because I don't know, if I wasn't commentating, I'd be up there taking Danny's titles and getting myself another PS5. You know what I'm saying right there? And trying to get himself another $200 is Danny right there on the winner's side versus Emmy Supers. I think Emmy Supers hasn't been able to win one of these while Danny has been present. So this would be a huge upset if Emmy Supers was able to stop the 5-time champ from taking that 5th title. So going to be exciting there. And as you can see on the loser side, Jago did get it over the bye. That was the cost of 4 beams you get a buy after as you go through. If you did not see that, he did 4 Kamehamehas in one combo to lose the game. It was lit. And Juniper did take out Boyka 2-1. So Boyka with the 0-2 this week. Hopefully we get to see them next time in the Fight Nights for PlayStation tournaments. But no more for today, and losers is going to continue to go. But we are going to winners finals. It's Danny versus Emmy Supers. Man, oh man.
Indeed. And you talked about how Danny has been a bit of a demon for Emmy, right? Unable to overcome them when both are in the bracket. But a lot of the times the demons get slayed when the lights are the brightest here. And of course, the Danny going for that 5th in a row, going for the full stack. I mean, this is another Fight Nights, but you got to imagine they really want this one. Probably more than the 4 leading up to it. So we'll see if Emmy can kind of rise to the occasion right here, overcome a player that has continued to give them trouble. And when you can do that once, it changes the whole dynamic going forward between the two players.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, when you get to the player matchup piece, it's, I don't know, you can get into somebody's head. And I feel like this is going to be a whole momentum-based set. We've seen Danny able to make adjustments later. There have been times where he's been bracket reset and still able to come out on top. So the mental fortitude is definitely there. And Emmy Supers still has their work cut out for them. This is going to be a good set. I really hope that we go to the distance with this set because that's what we deserve. They need to do justice to each other and fight it out. Go the full distance. We don't want to see a TKO in the first round. That would be terrible. But both these players showing up so strong. Once again, Emmy Supers, otherwise known as Gigaton, Mexico City, representing strong in the later parts of the bracket. And that's what we expect. Super strong region. I'm glad that they're showing up for PlayStation Fight Nights consistently.
Yeah, definitely big ups to Mexico coming through once again, ruling the winners finals here. Both representatives from Mexico in the building. 2 of the finest we have here at Fight Nights coming through. And now Danny is going to try to take their spot in grand finals winner side. Of course, Emmy Supers looking to play spoiler here. Remember, we are in best of 5 territory, so it's going to be first to 3. And I mean, we've seen Danny utilize those longer games too, right? To really start picking apart their opponents and catching on to the decision making and getting a big read on the habits. So that's another thing that Emmy's going to need to keep in mind. Gigaton's going to have to keep it fresh, keep it mixed, like keep the mix coming very quickly and not get too stale with their decision making.
Yeah, it's all going to be about recycling your options. And sometimes it's good to go to layer 1. Sometimes it's good to go to layer 18. You just got to figure out which pie you are serving. And yeah, we are in winners final. So this is going to be a 3 out of 5 set, a little bit longer. And we're letting the intros rock. I love how sick Jiren is with this. Also, I always play on Japanese voices, so hearing Jiren's English voice is ridiculous. But Cell's English voice is also ridiculous.
Should be entertaining.
I missed him, man. I missed him. Me too. That's him. He's the problem. It's him.
Legendary.
Nah, Legendary Jago is in the lower bracket.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
These guys are super Saiyans.
And right now, my man's already out here. Big start for Danny. Gonna put the block string on. No assist backing that one, but we're just gonna keep the advantage.
He stole his turn back right there, and the anti-reflect string, Emmy Supers was ready. Double reflect, right to the check, and now getting a huge confirm corner to corner. Oh my God!
Yeah, just keeping it going. Very intimidating style of block string here. Good defense from Danny though, and even bringing in the gold tanks, able to snipe him out with a key blast, but reflect all of that, get your miracle punch away. I think that's something you got to be aware of playing against this character. Players will definitely throw that out with half bar.
Great call to beam assist, and I love that. Emmy Supers is resetting to neutral, said continue to call your assist. I'm fine. Playing back off, and no one get caught out for utilizing the key blast. Danny with a great super dash timing.
I love the way Danny plays neutral with gold tanks a lot of the time. Really non-committal, just making the opponent chase them down, trying to catch them with an EX move or key blast with the assist behind it. And then as soon as you get the knockdown, I mean, Danny just runs their game.
Oh, the defense from Emmy Supers there. If you get cracked open high, you're more than dead. Oh, I'm surprised he was able to guard cancel vanish out of there. Interesting.
Yeah, reflect immediately. We'll try to chase it down, but backdash and move him far enough away.
Oh no, stomp the yard. That was actually super good from the side of Emmy Supers. Danny got a little antsy and is gonna pay for it. This is so much damage. Doesn't kill. Now you gotta guess. You can't spin on this.
When you see Danny get a spark up instead. Willing to spin it to save the lab coat. Not back on offense here. We got to see if Emmy responds in kind with a spark of his own.
Nice. Defense for level 3, get the hard knockdown. Puts Emmy Supers in that position where it's like, all right, you get to guess. You want to spark or do you think you can block this? Oh, went for that spark bait, but it didn't connect. Good stuff to Emmy Supers. Great patience.
Oh, the perfect attack. Did it clash with the first hit?
It clashed with the first hit, so the anti-air property went away. That's wild.
Oh, holy smoke. That was ridiculous.
Jiren's so disrespectful. He literally just crossed his arm and looks away. He said, you're not even worth it, man.
Emmy Supers, that was a big break. That was the type of thing that can really start propelling you to overcome someone that is giving you an L in bracket time and time again. You gotta make something big happen here. Gotenks can definitely die if he just finds the right hit.
Oh, what a super dash! Jumped over his little hands. He's got small normals, big dreams, big hair. But the Chiquita bananas did not pay off. Shout out to the guys. Oh no, they dropped.
And I mean, okay, it's fine. It ended up working out. I was gonna say, I think it would have been even worse to spin the spark to ensure the first kill on the character, but Emmy doesn't need to spin that resource. He gets the assist back because the character kill. Oh no, but gets sniped out.
Yeah, jump back beam. Not one of the best tools, but able to make it work. And now active switch gets the job done. Can you build that bar? No, still in penalty and not enough.
One bar, not enough here, but the key blast will be that last carry on top of the damage that he needed.
Yeah, very low committal move from the side of Danny, so Emmy Supers not able to get the dash block out, pays for it.
Now still though, Emmy's sitting on the sparking. That means, oh no. I was gonna say, that means any hit next could spell that does the lab cover if he wants to pop it, but gonna have to escape this defensive situation first if he wants to think about that.
Yep, super jumps in, but doesn't time it correctly. You can moon jump in and land on where they wake up to keep them locked down. They're not allowed to up tech. So good stuff for Emmy Supers. You're not plus after that though, so Danny capitalizing, getting the hit. And I need to see Emmy Supers be a little bit more patient when calling good Juniper assist because Danny's been able to super dash it and get it in for free. You look for the free 2H on that all the time until they start respecting it.
It's huge. No, drops it. Emmy Supers, he had a couple of these big hits here that would have been able to put away the lab coat, but unfortunately the execution is failing him right now. Still sitting on the spark, still relying on the EX to slice through the neutral. I like it.
It's a one-touch game now, both sides. If Emmy Supers gets anything, sparking into kill is what we're happening. Also, 6 Dragon Balls. I don't think there's enough health to get 2 auto combos out for either side, though.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Danny is swinging. Mozart doesn't get it
again. Here's the sparking here. You just got to keep it nice and simple from this point. It'll be enough damage. Oh, no, he dropped. Oh my God, it was the same thing time and time again, bro. Give me my space. I'll let the sword do all the work.
All I'm going to say is the chat just exemplified how I felt about that moment. No, yes, no, no. GG. That was it. And then another no after. It was just back and forth because it was like, wow, Emmy Supers is really doing it, and then drops it, then picks it up, then drops it. I'm like, please, I can't handle these amount of rebounds in my Dragon Ball game.
It was a reminiscent of the way they, who was it that took that first scrambly game, right? It was the Ryuken, I believe, that lost to Emmy Supers in their first round match. That's what it reminded me of. So we're going to see if Danny bounces back, doesn't let the momentum get out of control, but it looks like disgusting. It might.
That cross-up was disgusting, but continues to drop these rejumps really rough because there's a lot of damage being left on the table.
I'm not impressed.
Man, the goal takes assist right there. Again, Emmy got caught. Trying to make a decision a little bit too early right there. No reflect bet.
Teleports out. You got to keep him meaty. And now with the C-assist extension, going to be huge damage. Hell's Gate continues forward. I like this. Emmy Supers keeping it simple, going for the B&B, but no! Another drop.
Just as we say that, Ryan, Danny always ready with the vanish to keep the advantage going.
Good block so far. Gotta be looking out for a command grab, but no, the overhead 6M is the option Danny's been opting to.
Emmy exposing the gap that time with the vanish, but still stuck in this corner regardless of that. Raw tag after the reflect, though, bailing him out. EX follow-up as well. This is huge. Yeah, gets the side switch. Lab coach should go down here. Emmy Supers, yo.
I'm loving this. This is the best we've seen Emmy Supers play against Danny here. He's only gonna have to spend 1 bar. The most violent level 1 in the game, and the command. Like, no one else has an OTG that's violent. Like, yeah, Lab Coat stomps on you, but he yanks your whole life. He yanks your spine out of you.
I will never get over him dragging someone's face across the asphalt. Like, it's never.
So good. Dude, if they ever give us an ice stage, it's gonna look so sick.
Yeah. Oh, the super dash at the end of the key blast.
Again, I need to see Emmy Supers call the Juniper assist and just sit there.
Yeah. Because like you said, Danny, that's what has been his answer a lot of the time, right? You can get the 2H if you're grounded. Obviously, they're still in the air, but regardless, definitely needs to be looking for that.
Yeah. It's a situation that it's hard. You want to try to go and air-to-air somebody and capitalize. And now Emmy Supers capitalizing with 2H in a different way. Love it so far. Are you going to level 3? First time we've seen Emmy Supers use the Juniper level 3. That's right, baby. What is it going to be? Spark. That's nice.
Just low into the spark. Yeah, Danny immediately trying to hold his Gotenks. Couldn't quite time the cross under to catch Emmy Supers flipping, but the super dash will do the job.
Full extension. Knockdown. Ghost Aki. Get your credit cards ready. The original. Good defense, but as I say that, gets cracked open by another overhead 6M. It's unblockable, y'all.
Had the Ghost even need to spin the assist. So he has to ready for this tag here, no problem. Level 1 into the level 3. That is a dead Janemba. No sparking time left either. Can be all up to Jiren and take down 2 characters.
Thing, like we talked about Danny at the beginning of this set, he is incredibly good at adapting, and that's what we're seeing right here. Even though Emmy Supers got the character lead, Danny hasn't been touched since.
Over here.
Oh, and just as we say that again, the commentators' powers are very potent in this set so far.
We need to nerf Jake Ryan in the next match. Mike.
And Emmy with 2 back-to-back hits this time to open it up. The air punch, the command grab. Gotenks already in the grave that quick. Now all of a sudden it's 1v1. Plenty of meter. Oh, the meter advantage and jumping over the beam. Huge commitment from Danny right there.
If y'all don't think commentator curses are real, Exhibit A is right here. One more guess.
Exhibit A, B, C, D, E, bro. Like, so many examples right now.
I think Danny's gonna try to bust out. Oh, nobody reflected, and just like that, a 2-0 lead. And
Emmy
Super.
down 1v2 to characters, and that was one of the quickest 1v2 deletions I've ever seen. Jiren, a real powerful, real villain things right there. Wow.
That was Jiren the Gray, more like Jiren the Great, because that was a pristine comeback right there. Now a potential 3-0 over Danny. I mean, we haven't seen Danny in the last couple of runs go to the loser side, except for one where he fought against Hikari and got reset, but Danny with the lab coat gets the first hit. I want to see him win the point war. That's where I feel like he feels most comfortable.
We're going to see, right? We talked about the extended set, the 3 out of 5 could be favoring Danny. I mean, he's got 2 games of intel now, and he's looking like he's making good use of them, and the lab coat is handling business.
And More Than Dead here has a see if this can extend to
Oh my
build
god.
a little bit more bar. Only going to need 2 bars as well, so a 1 bar positive kill. And Cell is on point, just like that. No Jiren. That was the main man last game.
Yeah, true. Jiren definitely doing big work, taking out 2 characters. Emmy, though, the confidence he's playing with. Definitely something to speak about. We just been trying to slice. Great delay right there from Danny to escape behind the C assist. Tap him in the next, takes the offense.
Ooh.
Oh my. Dash shove 2M. Stuffing the sneakers.
Janemba's gonna need new sneakers, new leg warmers after this because he's out of style, man. You gotta get a new wardrobe. And just like that, Super Broly 5 bars with sparking in the back. This is possible, but this is damn hard.
It is. I would love to see it for sure. It'd be very hype, but right now, definitely I'm thinking about the next game. Danny gonna try to close this one out. We'll see if Emmy can light up any fireworks. And what? Are you kidding me? Super delayed air dash right there to catch Danny as he landed. That was ridiculous.
Pressing buttons in the air against lab coat is also it's traumatizing. It is not something you want to do.
Yeah. Oh, big level
Take the
3
shirt
here.
off.
That's a lot of damage with the limit break, bro.
You're dead. That's Hot Boy Summer.
Oh. Lab.
And look, it was a happy birthday too. If he gets a tag in.
I didn't even see that cell. Bleeding in the back right now. Needs medical care.
Dude, this is some. What is the 911 number? Is what Gotenks is asking right now. The child does not know. Please, yes. And he got it. That's gonna be a tag. No, it doesn't off, dude. Look how much damage he's doing. No, I was
gonna say he just wanted to damage this. The limit break and the spark. I don't know. The perfect attacks are going off. The super dash finds it.
Oh my god, what is happening? Oh, that would have been a TOD, I think, if he didn't drop it. Oh, Emmy supers. He sparked.
He just wants what is going on? He saw the damage from Super Broly with sparking limit break shirt off and did not want to experience that again. Danny, by any means necessary, keeping his turn and should keep this W.
I'm sorry, I don't normally lose my composure. Just like I lost my connection, but man, that was a lot. There was a lot going on there. That was a TOD that was left on the table. There was some blue health, and then Danny's like, "Here's the blue health," and a death. Like, I don't know. It was just bam, bam, bam. It was too much, dude. I can't. My processor wasn't strong enough. I don't have those PS5 effects.
I am telling you, bro. He saw the damage from the limit break shirt off, sparking Broly on the Gotenks, and the circuit started firing. He was definitely shook after that because I'm with you, right? We thought he was both going to tag out to the cell. He was going to snap him out. But the damage that Gotenks was inflicting upon, like, that was ridiculous. My man was going to die very quickly. So I think after that, Danny legit was shook. He saw the offensive spark to make sure that he kept his turn going. Like, he did not want to get that damage put upon him again.
Dude, that was beyond ultra. That was some legendary damage right there. I forget how much damage that character can do.
That was scary.
people are always posting like the assist TOD that you get with Blue Gogeta, but then I look at like Super Brawly and Scamby post. He's like, "LOL, look at my 0 bar TOD off this," and I'm like, "Oh my god, this character is disgusting." Especially like Limit Break shirt off sparking. That is that character's a problem. Sure, he has to hit you, but man, oh man, he sure do have to hit you, and hitting it off. I mean, looking good for Emmy Super so far. It is 2-1, and we're going through a couple of technical difficulties to get right in. But now we're loading in one more time. We have fixed the lobby. We have fixed everything.
When you have all those damage buffs, I mean, light starters turn into medium starters, right? Like you're melting off everything, and then medium starters, I mean, they feel like they have no scaling at all in the first place. So because of that, I mean, it was going to be real dangerous for Danny, and I really feel like they felt that pressure, especially being down 2-0 at that point. They saw their winners bracket live flash before their eyes.
That was definitely a moment that you're terrified for. Are you
what in the world? The key charge. Have to imagine that was an execution error.
Whoa, the T-tag!
Danny. Maybe
Hello.
Danny doesn't think that was an execution error. Perfect attacking the raw tag out of the sky.
I
got some
know.
sauce.
This match is not vegetarian, it's all beef right now. That was what is going on. I need to know the villain arc between these two.
Yeah, I don't know right now. Emmy Super is gonna try to stabilize the game in his favor now. Oh, but Danny immediately forward tagging. We're out of there.
Do you think that maybe the connection being lost was a potential rage at that moment to reset the mental? Who knows?
Maybe.
I don't know. I like it when it's spicy, and Danny, he can handle his spice well. I can't believe my man Turbo teabagged. That's crazy.
Yeah, we're on an 8 on the meter right now. We can turn it up a little bit for sure. We'll see if it does end up being heightened. This drama, this beef right now. Danny, though, cleaning up, starting off good, taking down the Jiren again. That's been such a key character for Emmy.
Yeah, Drama Tuesday came late, but all right. Blow up Wednesday, where we're at. Oh, nice. EX perfect attack. And Danny, like we said, his ability to adapt and adjust in these sets, the longer sets, is huge. We see it a lot from players in other fighting games. When you have that 3 out of 5, you just evolve and figure out your opponent. The download's complete. And right now, that's what it looks like. All right, he's got fiber. Roll back early.
Let's see if Emmy can make this as dramatic as he did the last game. Finding ourselves in the same spot. Broly 1v3. Shirt still on though. Limit break is active.
Yeah, one beam, one dream. And the win. No bar though. Oh, the patience.
Oh, that was nasty.
This is personal now.
I was gonna say Danny released the message right there, doing absolutely nothing.
Oh wow! And the CSS connect at the end. This was absolutely. That was brutal. That was not okay. What just happened?
Nasty stuff for real.
God.
All right, well now we're 2-2 here at Winners Finals, right? And Emmy really came out the gate roaring. Big games, big momentum on his side. But Danny, I mean, we've talked about it. A lot of the time, the extended game set gives him that advantage. He's so good at adapting. He has so many characteristics of a high-level player. I mean, this is another one of those.
Yeah, you have to be able to come back in those clutch moments, and not a lot of people use the J2M on Cell. But Danny finding a way to combo off of it with the assist.
Not getting caught defensively that time, but the 2S provided just enough timing and the vanish, whiffing and recovering in time to give him a big punish, but a combo drop. Emmy has left too much damage on the table.
Emmy has had so many moments like that where 50% damage left on the table and now paying for it with interest because Danny does not miss.
Well, breaking backs, powerhouse Hobb style. My goodness, bro. Danny looking to run away with this one on a 3-game comeback unless Emmy can stem the bleeding. The overhead is there once again, taking advantage of the big forehead.
Yeah, full extension here too, and now you're one touch away from losing this Nemba. Maybe bait out a spark? Nah, just keeping him locked down. The assist is about to come out. Good reflect. Have the timing. It doesn't matter.
The defense is just not there for Emmy Super. He's
not just yet as confident in his decision making offensively. We got the super, we got the follow-up, 2 bars down. That's all he needed. Now Emmy got the Super Broly in a dream. We'll see how it plays out. Danny already with the offense, great block on the cross. Oh, but he fakes the cross up that time. Comes back with the spin on the same side, and Emmy gets opened up.
This is not looking good for Emmy right now. Beyond behind. He's seen 3 games in a row now where it's only been the Super Broly and Danny with the patience. It's just gonna finish him off.
Just like the end of the last game, Jake Ryan waiting for that reflect to come out, knowing what he's going to rely on defense. Not even a spark in sight. Danny completes the 3-game comeback and is in winner's side grand finals.
Man, I cannot believe that was wow. Danny was down 2-0 and just completely turned it around. Just completely made the game his own, and that's why winners finals, it's not over till it's over. Did he lose a character in those last 3 games? I don't think he did. I don't that's nuts. Wow.
Well, there was like, I think maybe the first game, because like it was like the Super Broly was actually close to coming back in that one.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
But,
so it was 2 characters, but
yeah.
for the other 2, no, he didn't lose anything.
Yeah, the wins 2 and 3 were just domination from Danny right there. Not really losing. They barely had to use Spark. Didn't lose the character. Just you could tell the adaptions were there and really felt like he knew how to play against Emmy after those first 2 games of Intel. I mean, that's the privilege that making it to the 3 out of 5 part of the bracket gives you when you're that type of player. Oh, yeah. Great stuff. And I mean, we highlighted at the beginning, right, that Emmy was going to need to keep the decision-making fresh. You couldn't keep relying on kind of your initial game plan just because Danny's going to be able to kind of crack that open after a couple of games, and that's what we saw.
Yeah, and I mean, I brought it up earlier too. Something I wanted to see from Emmy Supers is getting those 2 H's out when the Janemba assist was being challenged, and the patience just didn't come out. And then on the other side for Danny, we saw the patience pay off in dividends. It literally was the thought process of, if you want to keep reflecting on Wake Up, I'm just going to sit here, do nothing, and then hit you with a medium starter. And now sitting at the top of the bracket, Danny, grand finals, winner side. A sentence I've said many times before, and as you can see from the loser side, even though Legendary Jago had a 4-beam super combo earlier, it couldn't help him defeat Ryuken, and Randy RP has also taken down the likes of Juniper. So we've got our top 4 now in the form of Ryuken, Randy, Emmy Supers, and Danny to round out the rest of this bracket as we go to the loser side for another 2 out of 3 match between Ryuken right there and Randy RP. So as you can see here, we've got Cooler on the left and Janemba on the right. Love. Sorry, I had to tease you.
I'm glad you got ahead of me on that one. You had to make it clear which is which. I appreciate it.
I had to tease you. No, I said it wrong on purpose.
You said it. See, I didn't even notice, bro. I didn't even know you said it wrong.
I'm like, yeah, look at it. Cooler on the left right there with his purple horns. And
I'm like Gina, bro. I don't know which way is left and right. Like, you know,
it's all right. I mean,
I've left that in the past. Who needs directions?
You're future Ringe. You're not. Yeah. You are the one-armed Ringe, but actually because you don't know left or right. You just have arm. It's not left or right arm. Just arm.
All right, here we go. This is going to be a loser semi. So this is back to the 2 out of 3. Everybody following along here. Keep that in mind. So less games to work with. The shenanigans are going to be at a high level, high potency.
Super nasty.
Yeah, honestly, great defensive choice a lot of the time in the game.
Yeah, tried to backdash in the corner. This ain't Street Fighter.
What? I was like, did he just backdash the jump in? It was cool. He did dodge it, but like, I don't know if he was left at frames to take advantage of that or what, but nothing came out after.
Yeah, backdash doesn't have the inbuilt frames of other games, all right? Yeah. It's not going to work out the way we want it to. Oh, and the patience pays off, but this time it's Randy RP. We all watched the last sets, and we're like, write that down, write that down. bait, reflect, punish, write that down.
And that's what you highlighted, right? That's such a hallmark of versus games, bro. You have to have an active ability of doing nothing when you have assists. Like, you have to bait your opponent into overextending and let your assists. They're usually going to come out more behind the point character, hit them in the process. Right now, the Ryuken finding all the hits.
Ryuken did the level 3 Oki mix off of just a jailed vanish in the corner. You're disgusting, man. You are disgusting, Ryuken. You're stealing turns. You're stealing Oki. You are just, I don't know, man. You're looking like Eddie Guerrero. You lie, you cheat, you steal.
That's one of my favorite parts about high-level fighting games is when you play against someone that understands the next sequence of events, right? Because that's when you can really mix things up and do stuff like that. Do something that normally has a gigantic gap, but because the opponent figures that there's not going to be a gap for a while, they just get caught sleeping at it.
It's when you start breaking the rules and you go back to the things that are bad, they become good. It's the bell curve of how things work.
It's the bell curve. It's jumping over Guile Sonic Boom, bro.
That's all it is, man. You don't jump Guile Sonic Boom, he's gonna flash kick you, and he's like, I'm jumping the boom. I'm gonna do it. Oh.
Ryuken right now doing a great job of bouncing back from that first character loss. And the RP though, the Janemba so active at round start right there. Man, just gonna go up and press some air-to-air buttons, finds the hit he was looking for.
Did you do it on purpose? To start. Did you do it on purpose that time?
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Randy RP's Janemba.
Oh, but he's red, bro. That's not my fault.
Oh, man. And the command grab right there. You know what? It's fine. The supernova comes out.
Smoked,
Randy
bro.
RP. He's red. You're actually getting mixed up.
He picked the red. Like, he knew that I was gonna get mixed again. So cool.
He's evil. This is actually villain violence. I can't believe it's I can't. No, this is the same character. They're fighting each other.
The mirror match.
This is a mirror match.
Can we get a fusion of these two? I'd play that character.
That'd be sick.
Oh my god. But Ryuken with the Janemba. Right?
Yeah. You're like second guessing yourself. You're like, man, I don't know anymore, man.
That ride was just a joke. I knew that time, but you know. All the other times I didn't.
It's like, who do I believe now? All right. Completely false. Heck, not true.
Try the long distance option, immediately sparking up. Oh my goodness. Staying aggressive right now. Randy RP with the cooler. I gotta keep saying it now to remind myself which is which. Level 3, it was the region help. Doesn't look like it. Completely stuck.
Time there for a second. You're done. Wow. I can't believe Janemba level 3 does that much damage. That's crazy. That's crazy. No one, I mean, the chat's probably like, dude, YouTube comments are about to go crazy. Be like, these commentators don't even know who Janemba or who Cooler is. I can't believe it. Give me my James Chen and Yipes on the mic. And he's going to be like, bro, don't even worry about it. I know that Cooler is purple, and I know that Cooler is also red. So
exactly.
That's crazy.
You understand me.
Yeah, nah, we're good right here. As you can see, Janemba on the right side of the screen keeps calling in the homies. I don't know where you got that new ability. Everybody that's purple is now Janemba.
Bruh, I'm mad that he uses red Cooler when he already rocks Ginyu. Like, bro, why couldn't you just keep the purple theme going?
No chance. Oh my god, what a stolen turn right there, Ryuken. I can't believe it.
Toss
Cool Nemba? Is that the fusion name? Is it Cool Nemba?
Cool Nemba? I'm down.
Or is it Jauler?
I like that one. I like that one too.
Jauler? Is it Jeweler?
It sounds like the protagonist of like JoJo's Part 11.
Oh, Jauler? Yeah.
Yeah.
Jowler? Oh man.
All right, now Randy keeping it clean with the Ginyu. Oh no! This is, I say, that drops it, picks it back up. I don't even know how he got back on the offense this time. Go and try a chunk tough.
Keeping up with the APM of this 5v3 that's happening with the CSS that's going on. This is kind of nuts. Jora? I'm loving these names. Chat, keep it up. Jora?
Oh, the slice under the reflect. Always such a great answer. If you can get that space, immediately deleting it in front of him. Oh no!
Sword normals. She got swords on her feet, man. It's not fair. Just like that, Randy RP after a scramble, after scramble, after scramble, the all-you-can-eat scramble buffet gets the character kill. Janemba takes down Cooler.
I'm just glad one of them's dead.
Man.
Oh
yeah,
my god, that was not intentional, I think, but Randy was more than ready to take advantage of it.
Dude, SpeedX just gave me my favorite name, Januler. Januler. Janumber.
Oh.
Coolember.
Oh my god.
This is my favorite part of the stream. I hope the production enjoys this as well, because the chat engagement is what the game is about. Because Fight Nights is all about the community, the players, and everybody on Compete.PlayStation. And right now, Randy's making Ryuken really compete for a chance to continue fighting with this Vegito.
I need to snowball this. Someone get Toriyama on the line.
Yeah, dude, give me Hironobu Kageyama. I need him to make the new theme song for the fusion of Coolember.
Oh my god, the 2H. Looked like I kicked it all the way behind at that point. Tags, we're living for now. Could just be on a prayer trying for the long distance right here, but Cooler spelling the end.
You know, I really like that too, because after the reflect, typically you're going to want a 5M on the Vegito. It has enough reach to do it. And Cooler has the carpet, the Stanley Steamer. You know, had to get the boots, boots primmed and pressed, and Cooler had the right answer. So right there, there's no more question, no more Janemba, only Lord Bula on this screen. Man, oh man, what a
proper Buller with the red too.
Bula, red Buller, Bullnemba. And yeah, we're not going to see the fusion. Hopefully we get another movie in the future. I know we got we have Cell Max. Hopefully we get Cooler Max, where he's just used with Janemba.
The gem on the forehead of Janemba, the Cooler gem, dude.
I mean, I think it makes perfect sense. I mean, we have cool runnings. We are going to get Cool Nemba. Is what's going to happen. He's going to get the ultra gem. He's not.
They're going to bobsled. That's what you're telling me.
They're going to bobsled. I mean, he drags your face across the ground already. You're the bobsled. That's what it is. All right. And then he'd have a green and red color. All right. Like it's
gonna have actually a Jamaican accent.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man, they cool the pressure, man. All right, that was at a tournament. TA Wolf told me that he played a guy in Cooler in tournament, and it was all about the cooler pressure, man. Okay, so it's already in there. The groundwork was laid. That was actually Toriyama's sleeper agent talking to TA Wolf about the future of the Dragon Ball Super universe.
He was sending out feelers. He was like, let's see how the community at a street level would feel about something like this.
Like, this is the voice actor in the field testing people to see if they like it. Man, oh man. But yeah, getting pushed to the limits and tested is these players right now. And you know, a couple more sets left. Losers finals on the horizon, and Emmy Supers has their work cut out for them. They've got to get the mental fortitude reset, and a different team that we're seeing here. Another Goku thrown into the mix.
Beast. Gonna be chefing up some wonton soup with this Goku. Know what I'm talking about, Jake Ryan? Some Blue Flame.
Oh yeah. Also, by the way, guys, production actually told me you will be getting your James Chen soon. He's going to be commentating Street Fighter tomorrow. So you'll get him on the mic. Shout outs to James. He's a real.
And that's going to be the invitational, right? You said.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, what is this song? Excuse me? You hear this? You hear this banger?
We're popping off.
I haven't heard this song, and I have put in an embarrassing amount of hours into this fighting game.
At least over 5,000, 10,000 perhaps.
Oh, dude, it's over 9,000 for sure. 10,000. If I had to clock the offline hours in PS4 and like everything and tournaments I've been to, well over 10,000 hours. And I'm still not a master, so
Indeed.
We can't all be Danny, but we can all be Ginyu as we tackle the odds.
As long as you have your friends, we can all begin you.
Yeah, dude, if you got the Paw Patrol on your side, you can make your dreams come true.
Lab Coat needs no friends, only needs to spin. But right now, Vegeta coming in hot with that raw tag, always a good way to catch your opponent off guard in this game, but no. Quick little fumble of the combo right there, gonna leave some damage on the table. Oh my God. Perfect spacing from Randy right there. Catching the landing with the stand low.
Yeah. The cross under. Emmy Supers literally had the layup and broke their own ankles. And
Like, it
now
looked like he walked under too. Like not even a dash, like a straight walk. Oh, behind the back right there.
ballerina action. But Randy misses the re-jump the first time we've seen him actually go for that, and that mix up in the corner. So not prepared to get the connection. No assist ready for Emmy Supers. Doesn't get anything off of that, but vanish on vanish. They're still stuck in that same situation. Oh my God. That was another situation. That was another situation. We brought it up earlier from Randy. Yeah. Where he challenged Emmy Supers, and Emmy Supers like, yeah, you're negative here. I could challenge, but Emmy Supers just didn't fight.
Yeah, it was one of those things, right, where you say it's a common point of reflection in this game. Like people, if they're negative, I'm gonna reflect, and it's just one of those situations.
Gotta steal my turn back, and Randy RP didn't want none of that. Called his own barrier assist. It's like, I was ready if you pressed anyway.
Exactly right. We talked about that as well, right? The importance of doing nothing, letting your assist do a lot of the work when you're on point. You have access to them, you got to take advantage, and Randy really squeezing out as much life as possible. Oh my God, Burner giving him another chance at life as well, but quickly dashed away. Gogeta finally finding the kill.
The back hit box, he is a war crime. And then Burner was like, I got your back, homie. Friends don't let friends down, not in this universe. It's you and me forever.
Maxwell lab coat. Only friends with science.
Oh yeah. Dude, she's friends with Bardock, a great scientist.
Oh, there you go.
I still love
scientist of violence.
Canon. Yeah, that's canon. He's a great scientist, Bardock.
All right, Emmy Super is now down to the base Goku, right? This is the new entrant into the team, the one we didn't see during the rest of the tournament. 7 bars on deck, tries for a long distance elbow. Only finds Cooler lying in wait. Oh, the Sparky bait is successful.
And this time stop right here with the Supernova. I don't know what's going to kill, but the scaling is literally nothing. Not enough just yet.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Barrier made him hesitate after the empty vanish. Could immediately take his turn back.
Nice escape. Oh, how did you block that? Doesn't matter. The jab connects. You should be dead. First game over to Randy RP. This is a 3 out of 5, though. It is loser's final.
True.
There's a chance to come back.
Really well calculated button right there from Randy at the end. That cross up hit like so high and like so far that he was gonna land away from the stubby base Goku 5L, and Randy was ready with his own. That was perfect.
Yeah, that was beyond good. And I don't know. I still love this layout for Randy RP's team where they're all lined up in front of each other, because even though they're not Ginyu Force members, they are honorary Ginyu Force.
Oh yeah. If you roll with Ginyu, you are Ginyu Force, whether it's for that day or for life.
Oh, they came in time again! They got the back.
Look at the homies.
We called them.
The power of friendship on full display at the Fight Nights, and look at that. Even Android 21 Lab Coat Edition doing her part to aid Ginyu. Boom in the building, gets snuffed out by the Gogeta. Oh my goodness, with the C assist now. He doesn't even need the force. The assist members. Oh, and that extension with Burner. A little saucy with it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's lock him down. Oh, no. I recovered. The vanish is there. We keep that corner going. We got the 21 lab code. Oh, with the raw tags. Play spoiler.
That's the bad thing. It's not that it's this kind of lab code. It would have actually gone out. We saw the barrier. Here's fine. It doesn't work.
And that's pretty strange. Did his leg. Just a funky pressure right there from Emmy. Definitely catching Randy trying to scramble out. Doesn't have 2 meters yet, but can he build to the one he needs? Yeah, I think he's doing enough damage here. Level 1 with the follow-up. At least does enough. Ginyu just barely alive.
Oh, and now locked down, and that was great. Got the assist and was not ready for the onslaught of overhead.
Yeah, Randy again. Didn't want to spin the spark. Couldn't find his exit. Goku though. Now we talked about Emmy doing nothing. That's what needs more of that. And let the assist do the work. Finds the hit with the assist that time. Of course, locked out from them at the moment, both on cooldown.
Oh, but it's party time. The command grab does come through. Doesn't have enough meter to kill here. This knockdown is huge. In goes Dragon Ball. I love that knockdown. And catches the up tech with the 16th. Not like a catchable, but no, you could have just kept it simple.
Okay, we see Emmy even damage on the table, chases down, plays the aggression with the spark.
Yeah, that was such a good extension there, too. It forces the spark out. And I mean, even though the combo was dropped, it paid off excellently for Emmy Super.
Most definitely, and Randy now. That's a level 2 spark as well because he used it to try to keep the lab coat alive. It's going to be up in a bit here. Emmy Super is maintaining control. You're going to have to bet big if you wanted to escape from this situation. Not looking to bet yet, just trying to block it out.
Yeah, the mix up there, just went to the pressure. And Randy RP, confident defending. Oh, and you put yourself in the corner. That's rough.
Yeah, Emmy with a big bet right there, right? Has a lot of life to spare. Not with essentially this character, but just in general. So tried to take the big risk, didn't pay off, but still completely fine here.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many ways you could end this combo right here to just finish. EP level one, and Spirit Bomb should get the job done.
Oh yeah, most definitely Spirit Bomb for the big damage. Emmy Super's tying up this set. Of course, next match is not decided just yet. This is 3 out of 5 to get a chain to Danny. But yeah, Emmy already bouncing back early. That is a good sign. And we didn't even see a switch from that base Goku, right? So seemingly finding confidence in this squad.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what you have to do. And I love the adjustment and really capitalizing. He was holding on to the 7 bars for so long, and I was trying to understand why. But having the level 5 available in Blue Gogeta, having the Spirit Bomb available, keeping that meter good, and you gotta be kidding me. My man's jab punished the raw tag. But I mean, raw tag on round start isn't the best option, and Emmy Super is showing why.
Yeah, doing everything. The 5L, do the homework, win the round start, whatever you needed to do. However, Randy recovering from that flub at the beginning. Now gonna get some offense of his own, try to stomp him out, set up the Ginyu assist. Oh yeah, it was a little bit rough. Not at advantage for Randy, and because of that, Emmy opens him up.
Yeah, so very good. I mean, the thing I want to see from Randy RP in this matchup is you have to put Emmy Super into a position where they feel afraid of your DP, because we haven't seen Randy DP at all.
Yeah.
It is really limiting your defense options. You want to be able to use all of them. This should kill palm him. Oh yeah, anime as hell.
Defeated like this?
Exactly.
Yeah,
throw the third away. I love it. He said himself.
There's really 2 ways to establish a type of DP game, right? And it's to do it early to make the opponent think about it for the rest of the set, or to save it for that really clutch moment where you hope they forgot about it. I mean, Randy hasn't pulled that out yet. We'll see. Still got a game or 2 to go at the very least. Right now, he's going to do work with the lab coat, try to hurt this base Goku. We'll see if Emmy tries to preserve the whole team with a spark. Oh my goodness, doesn't but no, continue the combo.
Dude, this is feeling like the story of Randy RP. Every single time it feels like he gets this great combo starter, drops the ball. Also, I see that 7 Dragon Balls have been dropped on the screen. So there's a potential to see the great Shenron come out. Oh my god. How did you not punish? It doesn't matter. An even better punish came out. Randy RP, you're a genius.
Somehow, yeah, a big dub for Randy as the Spartan gets spin, finds the hit, but just as I talk about it, now defensively gonna spin the Spartan, try and take his turn back, get some space, tried to call the force, but immediately deletes it with a super dash.
Oh,
Tap out, give me the lab code, it just comes and presses buttons.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't auto time that at all because you delay your dragon time. So, I mean, I like the attempt from Emmy Super, but unless they're playing on autopilot, you're not going to catch them with that 2H. Doesn't matter though, getting caught in the air to air. It's going to be losing this lab coat right here and potentially Spirit Bomb. There it is.
You called for it, going to be more than enough damage needed right there to take down the lab coat. All up to Ginyu and the homies.
It's hard. It's hard, man. I mean, it's still got the homies in the back, but Emmy Super has already showed pretty convincingly how to deal with that. I think the only hope that Randy has is potentially summoning Shenron, and the jabs are not connected to the super dash a little too early.
It's going to be tough. We'll see if Randy looks to get to those 7 bars. If he's going to pursue that, if he even gets a chance to it. I mean, he's waking up with buttons. Spins the EX, though. It looks like he's just going to rely on his goons. No dragon needed.
Yeah, I mean, got to take as much damage as you can from the hit. Maybe not even aware of where we are at on the Dragon Balls. So go for the consistent option. Didn't have to counter there, and I love the patience from Randy. Emmy Supers was negative and could have stolen his turn back, but expected Randy to challenge.
All right, one character down here. I mean, Gogeta and base Goku, not the healthiest. Medium starter away from death with a level 3.
Any heat blast into a vanish will kill those. So Randy has to play so patient, and now he's going to start getting the little charges out. You have to be so cognizant. Oh my god, how did he block that?
Great stuff, but Emmy ends up getting clipped anyway. Recovers in time to not get the vanish to connect.
You're dead.
Yeah, Emmy Super is going to keep it clean that time. Goes into the Kaioken for the kill. Yeah, of 2-1 now.
Man, oh man. Emmy Supers, 2-1 lead right there. And this team is really working out for him. After that first loss, it just feels like Randy hasn't been able to close it out. And the biggest thing is the combo drop. I feel like they would be having a different story if the combo drops stop happening, because Randy keeps getting these hits. He keeps creating these situations where there's like 60% health on the table, and he never gets the cash out, and he just gets forced back to neutral, where, sorry to say, Emmy Super's team is so good in neutral. Like, you don't want to do that. Like, Randy is consistently winning neutral and then not capitalizing. So rough. So very rough.
I think Emmy, both of them played the end of that last match really well. I think Emmy just played a little bit better. We saw the match previously end with Ginyu trying to call a Ginyu Force, right? And the super dash from Gogeta kind of stuffing that. So he tried at the end to kind of jump back and bait Emmy Supers into super dashing from full screen, but Emmy never did it. He knew he was one step ahead, knew what Randy was looking for. And we see Ginyu taking off the team because of it.
Man, it doesn't feel good to get benched when you're the leader of the popsicle, man.
Yeah, bro.
You got changed out for true evil for Randy RP. And it's already looking great. You know, you tap into the true potential. And you're like, wow, these tools feel great. Wow. Y'all got
coming off.
Y'all got normals in this game? You get to press buttons? That's crazy.
Emmy Supers was like, I'll teach you these combos. I'll teach you how to play Gogeta. Go back to watching me. He's trying to look for the chase. Not even the dash back, but still feeling so frisky. You saw the counter hit come out. Emmy Supers was still looking to press stuff on the ground.
Yeah, and I like that easy finish right there, Dragon Rush. And these combos, you know what? I like it. Went for the easiest hit. Extension didn't go for a re-jump. Nothing fancy. Just ABC 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, when you have the meter, I mean, obviously, it's always good to get the optimized damage, get the optimized meter build to set yourself up for the future. But most important thing is killing off that character, getting the advantage, and Randy made sure of that.
Oh my god. Happy birthday. Gonna get a little bit of blue health out, so, you know, not the most. Didn't have a great starter for it, but I mean, every little bit counts. And oh, let the assist do the heavy lifting. And we didn't have a high max. That's what we saw right there.
Can I get the new PR up?
Yeah. That 5-pound plate on the side, pretty good. Woo!
Emmy, speaking of pretty good, nice way to convert from the hit all the way into the level 3 here, making Randy pay. We're going to preserve the team. We do.
Yeah, and even through messing up the timing on the Universal Fuzzy, still got the spark out of Randy. So, you know, even though it was an execution error, got the same result.
Most definitely. And I mean, Randy, he at least escaped the corner. Didn't make much else happen with the spark, but nonetheless, accomplished what he wanted. Got taking the turn a little bit early, but the scramble goes in Emmy's favor. The down tick to the buttons, so quick to convert from it as well. Gonna be tying up the characters.
Yeah, and that's huge here too, because even though Emmy lost the point war, in the games where he's lost the point war, he's been able to make this comeback. The only exception was versus Danny. And, you know, Randy RP still fighting back. The lab coat was definitely the highlight of the previous matches, so I'm glad that it didn't work.
Yeah, exactly right. The fact that he was able to do work before the lab coat really got on the field is a huge dub. Now he's able to use the Gogeta assist, has lab coat, plenty of resources for her as well. But Emmy, doesn't matter how many resources you have, he's the one fighting the hit.
That was terrifying that Emmy's first press a falling M against a one who can spin. I don't agree, but it worked. Gotta watch the man grab. Oh!
You knew it was lurking. It was party time. Emmy Supers doing whatever he wants.
Oh my god, I love it. Oh, that combo's sick because now there's 7 Dragon Balls, but look at Randy RP has the bar. Don't get hit by L. Don't get hit.
It might have actually helped the Randy because he's the one close to 7 bars, and he does. He's gonna do it. He goes into the auto combo.
Oh, he got it. I said we were gonna get a Shenron, and that is the definition of you reap you sow.
Oh my goodness, Emmy helping Randy out by filling out the last 2 Dragon Balls needed. That means my man Lab Coat is back in the game. Oh no.
I have my hand on my head right now. That is God. He literally did it to himself. It really be you. Your own worst enemy is yourself.
Man, Randy RP was sitting there with Randy RP with a gun to his back. He's like, you can't trust anybody.
Not even yourself. Call an ambulance, but not for me. The future Gohan telling himself to, not make that mistake. Don't
And
fight the
Emmy
android.
kills off the Gogeta, which should have been the end of the set. But Lab Coat is back, and you got to deal with her one more time. And he's going to put her away without much effort.
Yeah, the problem has been dealt with level 2 on the base Goku, but you don't even need it. Not even Shenron can save you, Randy RP. Doesn't matter if it's fusions, doesn't matter if it's a green dragon, because we're going to see this match drag on no further as we move forward to the last set of the night. Because Emmy Supers is getting a chance to strike back at the King Danny. The target is once again on his back, and Emmy Supers has one more chance to fight Goliath.
So do you think Emmy Supers uses this version of the team, uses
yeah.
the base Goku? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I think you start this team from the rip. I do not think you hold this team in your pocket anymore. You play this team from the start. It is where we've seen the best results, and obviously, I think it's one of the strongest teams that you can play on the side of Emmy Supers. We do love the Jiren and the Super Brawly, but fusions are pretty strong. They're pretty strong.
I think Emmy Supers, also has come to the conclusion that they probably exhausted the strat and the kind of chaotic style of play, catching their opponents off guard with the command grabs against Danny, right? Considering that winners finals, it was 5 full games of intel. We saw the 3-game comeback at this point. I don't know if there's too much left in that playbook to steal a victory or 2 off Danny. So I could see this team definitely being the one that it started with.
Yeah, and I mean, it could go either way now. Danny, it's going to be the story. Is Emmy Super is going to be able to finish his plate and stop Danny from getting any momentum, or is Danny going to take that same kind of energy that he had from those last 3 games and translate it into the beginning of the set? Because those last 2 games were not close in any way, shape, or form. It was.
And we did say, he lost the character in the first dub he got, right? But even then, it was still a Super Broly comeback that was like a big damage, making him scared and whatnot. It really wasn't that close either. So Danny, definitely a convincing showing so far. But let's take a look at the bracket to see exactly how we got here to our grand finals. You can see Danny with that first round bye being the back-to-back Fight Nights champion, going for their 5th one, going for the full Booker T tonight. Emmy Supers did fall to Danny after taking down Ryuken and Boyka beforehand. And did a great performance in the losers finals as well with a 3-1 over Randy to get the rematch, see if they could finally overcome that demon.
Yeah, it's going to be one hell of a match, honestly, at the very end of our Fight Nights tonight. And, Danny's got the crown. Can he complete the Booker T? That has been the story of the entire night. 5-time champ right there. And we're going to see which teams we end up doing it. And it looks like Emmy Supers is going to stay with the Jiren Janemba. And the Jiren Cooler team. So it's going to be really, really exciting. No, they're just Janemba, I promise, guys. If you just joined the stream, I do wear glasses for a reason, but that is Janemba, I promise.
Up over there.
So, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be exciting to see how Danny and Emmy Supers shape up against each other. It is 3 out of 5. We need to see Emmy Supers win 6 whole games to take this home, and Danny only has to get 1 set under their belt. So, without further ado, PlayStation Tournament's Fight Nights is coming to a close with this final set, grand finals of Dragon Ball FighterZ. Emmy Supers on the loser side, Danny on the winner side. Let's get to it.
I want to see the intros. Are they going to let him rock? No,
Nope.
Straight to business. We let him rock in winners finals, fam. We've seen each other across the battlefield before. And Emmy striking first blood.
And this is a mix of the two teams. No Super Broly. We've changed in lab coat, so I like that Emmy Supers is, you know, it's a mix and match. You know, the 2 for 232 special. You get yourself a McLab coat, a McJanimba, and you get yourself a free McJiren.
Nice little biggie bag we got going on here.
Yeah. The big bads. Big bads, biggie bag.
The big bads, biggie bag. Oh my God, that was bars.
It's the villains, man. All right, it's a 2. You buy 2, get 1 free.
Well, we'll see if Emmy Supers win these. You feel me?
Oh yeah. And the dominoes may fall where they may.
We'll see though. Right now, Danny's still maintaining control. Not letting anything get out of hand here. Emmy still can't find a significant hit. Seen the minimal damage to both the Cell and the Lab Coat, but you gotta find that significant damage, and we do find a hit here.
The fact that the spin lost to the eye beam, that is the second time we've seen the eyes eat an anti-air move, and that's how it's supposed to work. Fortunately, as defended, beat him up.
Yeah, wild, honestly. Bark up, Danny.
I don't think things spin off when it happens. I'm very excited.
Indeed, I'm not sure how Emmy tried to escape right there, if it was the start of a backdash or what, but either way, gets caught.
Oh yeah, you're dead, Emmy. Gonna be casting out here, level 1, level 3, should do it.
You already know, yes. Give me the zoom out into the close-up, yeah. That's the Rainmaker pose of Dragon Ball Fighters right there.
Oh yeah. Now Emmy's still trying to find this connection, and Danny just playing it slow, trying to utilize the assist to get as much work done. And wow, getting caught by the fingers. I don't know what he pressed, but it was a counter hit.
Yeah, right there, Emmy relying on the 2 well, kind of low profile in the IAD, catching him on the other end.
Oh, that was an autopilot answer if I've ever seen one before. Danny losing with the perfect attack to the spin. I think we know which one's the real perfect attack.
Indeed. You know, I like to see, I really like the perfect attack being like a potent move. Like, I wish that move like beat everything, but it ain't gonna be Lab Coat, that's for sure.
No, somebody had to come in and teach this old man where he needed to be. It's okay, Cell. You're speaking nonsense.
Right now, pick it up. You know how Danny gets down here. 3 bars on deck. I'm interested to see how much they spin. Just the ghost hockey. Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice. Lockdown once again. And the Miracle Punch, we saw how much scaling this had before. And there is no scale here, all right? I only
no
look in the
scale
mirror.
here?
I don't look in the numbers.
Like Publix in Florida, they're taking the scales out.
Oh, man. That was so much damage. She had to apologize for how she got beat up. That's crazy.
We'll spark up. Emmy Supers trying to hold on to this first game here. Establish themselves, gain some confidence in this grand finals. That's a way to start it.
This is going to be huge damage here. Head up to Oki. Level 3. Nope. Emmy Supers. I just want to see him spend the meter. He just holds on to so much bar.
My man has invested. He's waiting to get paid out his dividends. He's not looking to sell.
Man, it leaves him Bitcoin. It's not paying off, man. The market is trash.
Yeah, he's definitely looking that way. He's gonna get another chance at live. Danny trying to punch him. Oh my God, the aggression, the bulldogging from Danny right there, bro. Just staying aggressive, staying on offense, staying with the dubs.
Like, I'll mash again. Man, I got a whole set to give. I'll give you a whole set of hands, legs, and foot into your posterior. You got to deal with this pressure. Man, 2 games to go. Danny could close this out from winner's side. It's already looking good.
I was gonna say, yeah, it definitely looks like Danny has picked up right where he left off. I'm surprised Emmy is not utilizing the other team. Obviously, like you said, there's a hybrid of this, replacing the Super Broly with the 21 lab code, but I don't know. I would like to see the whole of the team at least give a shot, because right now, Danny just found so many answers to Jiren and Janemba.
Yeah, the hybrid definitely doesn't have the horsepower right now. Also, I have never seen a cell use J2M as much
as Danny's using it right now. It's not the best tool, but we're seeing a master utilize that tool to great extent.
Yeah, right there. Emmy betting on the spin afterwards, thought Danny would feel frisky after the tech situation. Didn't have any assist or anything to back it up. Danny just taking the turn.
Woo! Tried to run out of the corner, and Danny steals it. Just like that. Right back to the corner you go. This is going to be very meter efficient kill.
Was definitely a stomp out. The C assist. Oh, man, that gives me just enough extra damage to make this a clean 3-bar kill. Still needs it, but nonetheless, built nice bar. Still has 3 to his name afterwards. I mean, optimal.
Yeah, this is beyond rough right here for Emmy Supers. Now that the lab code is gone, you only have the Key Blast assist on the side of Juniper. I mean, you get a great extension with it, but your mix isn't going to be as potent. You got to try to use it defensively or creative offensively, which we just saw here.
Exactly right. You're going to have to get some raw reads out on the opponent's defensive choices if you want to take advantage of it in a block.
Oh, no, you're dead. No, it didn't scale appropriately. He didn't do the Beyblade afterwards. So not dead just yet, but 1 gas left for this Buren.
Just wanted the corner carry, put the ghost on him again, and just eats the ghost. You're not going to live through this combo, fam.
Maybe he's tried to go for one of the counters to break through, maybe a level 3, whatever it was incorrect. And the buzzer is getting beaten because now it's just an M beat in the back.
Let's see, bro. be able to, I was gonna say cancel out some noise, but not gonna happen. Right now, still making it all through the headphones, all through the beat. Right now is catching the beat himself.
That was tricky. And you're not allowed, had the correct spacing, block the sparking, and you're not plus. We're just gonna add another +1 to the scoreboard right here for Danny, as Emmy Supers is falling apart as we get hit with all the Supers instead of Danny. 2-0 lead. Man, oh man.
Nice regen jerk. Oh, no, he actually survived. I thought it was going to be enough to blow through it, but instead ends it in Dwayne Johnson fashion right there. The elbow, giving the people what they want.
And the thing that's rough, too, is Emmy Supers didn't have an opportunity to cash out at all. We've seen Emmy Supers end some of these games, actually most of these games, with 6 to 7 bars just sitting.
Yeah.
And I mean, it doesn't carry over. I mean, unless he has 14 bars to start this next match, I'm not sure. That'd be lit. You know how many Yamcha Wolfang Fist that is? A lot. That's like 20. That's like 28. It's not 21 Savage. It's 28 Savage. My man is swanging. That's a lot of fat boo cartwheels. That's a lot of perfect attacks. That's a lot of Janemba swords. And you don't get to use any of them. You just put them in the bin. Oh, we're back to the original. Not the remix edition.
Yeah, bringing the Super Broly back into play, right, Danny? I mean, playing Lab Code himself, very familiar with the way the character works, and just, I think, accustomed to fighting it. And it's not a team that's built for 21, right? We see that it's just kind of a character that will replace the Broly on the squad. So not as optimal, not as heavily taking advantage of the character as you could be.
Oh, yeah. Now, in the next set, next match, potentially the last match of the night. Up to Emmy Supers to make this comeback. The thing is, we cannot switch after this until we get a match reset, if there is a reset. So you better believe this team works.
And it's working out early so far, at the very least. So we're gonna go down here, play a meter build, trying for some teleport shenanigans with the up tag, and let him escape. Oh, faked out the overhead, caressed the horns, but didn't actually touch them and hit them low. Man, oh man. Not good. I don't know if those things are more durable than Cell's head, but right now it looks like they are cracking under the pressure. Emmy Supers is truly witnessing the power of a perfect life form, because evil has never looked this good. My goodness, Janemba already off the table like that. Danny dominating fashion to open up this potential tournament game. Beyond good so far. And now, nice job. Yeah, getting a great hit here. I need to see Emmy Supers capitalize as much as possible. It is still looking rough. Through the homie real quick. We're gonna take it to the ground. Remove the shirt and get the power up going. Gonna need all the damage you could possibly get to make this comeback here. Oh, it escapes and recovers in time to punish on the landing. Oh yeah. Now, another one-touch situation for Emmy Supers on this Super Broly. Do you spark? Do you hold on to it?
Picked up by the beam, has another chance for a little quick reset, and no, the overhead connects. And I mean, you're betting it all on Jiren now. And Mr. Dre, get it done.
Yeah, Emmy Super is not willing to spin the spark in that scenario, not able to defend from the overhead. Leaves him solo against 3 characters. The sparking is still there. See if he can utilize some of this meter he's got. Call out. We've seen the eyes do some work here. Let's make some clutch moments happen.
Time to clutch up. You got one more opportunity to do it, but Danny has sparking. Everything is paying off for him so far. And you cannot afford to get hit by anything. That is the worst possible situation he could have put himself in.
The medium starter, Danny, leaving some damage on the table here, but immediately makes great use of the situation. Just tags himself, picks up the air hit.
Down we go. One more gas. Still has the spark, and he almost baits it. 5M connects. It looks like Emmy took his hands off the wheel for a second. Now you gotta guess. I think his spin's coming in the future, but no, a beam was the answer. Not gonna kill just yet because of the regen. The sparking time is inconsequential now.
And Dadier stuck in the corner yet again. Next hit's gonna seal it. Danny not leaving any damage on the table this time. Closes that out 5 times in a row. Completes the Booker T challenge. My goodness, who rules Fight Nights better than Danny?
That was disgusting right there at the end of the day. And I mean, Danny did it his way. That was a resounding 3-0 victory and did not lose any momentum from the previous set. And once again, is your PlayStation Fight Nights champion for Dragon Ball FighterZ. Be back to back to back to back to back. If I wasn't mistaken, it sounds like a Guilty Gear song with how many back-to-backs we're getting. But man, oh man, Dragon Ball FighterZ, Danny is your champ. And look at the bracket. Look at the way he carved through this bracket and the opposing players, only losing 2 games the entire time, and it was the Emmy Supers. But you know what? Bygones be bygones. 3-0'd him the next time. We forget about that previous set, and we won't forget any of the players that played today. All put on a wonderful showing, and we loved each and every one of you here at the Dragon Ball FighterZ PlayStation Fight Nights, and we hope to see you for the next one, too.
Indeed, and if you want to get in on the next action, the next tournament, or any of the beautiful things we got going on the PlayStation tournaments, you can find it at compete.playstation.com. That's where you're going to want to go to sign up for the tournaments, get info on it, all kinds of cool stuff, and it can all be found in the PlayStation sphere that is compete.playstation.com. There's some stuff going on, isn't there, Jake?
Yeah, I mean, tomorrow we got even more action here for PlayStation Fight Nights. It is an invitational with none other than Jammers and James Chen, 2 of the best, and two of the most respected voices in Street Fighter. They're pretty up there, I'd say. You're up there too, Ringe. So love to hear them on the broadcast as well. We're gonna see that Street Fighter 5 event, and if you want to know about any other events and get in touch with people playing these games, you got to go to the PlayStation Tournaments Discord. Go ahead and join to connect with the community, and there's regular events on all the regular updates on all the esports updates, articles, videos, and you just get to meet with others to improve your game. I mean, that's how players improve. It's called the fighting game community for a reason, and Sony PlayStation having Fight Nights and creating this space for players is a huge proponent of that. So make sure that you get out and reach out, because you could be the next Danny here. You could be at the top. You could be the one that James Chen's yelling, "Is it going to kill about?" I mean, that's pretty cool.
That's true.
It is true. You want to be that guy. I mean, he can say it, and then you're like, I know I'm going to kill. James, get it together, man. And if you want to get everything together, all your prizes, everything, when you win, it feels good. Let's win some more. Get some prizes in your pocket. There is so much going on for the Winathon, and you can register for the PS4 or PS5 on both of those systems. I mean, if you have 2, you could choose one. Or you can go online to compete.playstation.com once again. And what can these people win, Ringe?
Well, you can win DualSense controllers, PS5s, all kinds of dope stuff. All brought to you by PlayStation. Y'all know what it is. The DualSense Edge controller specifically on PS5. So definitely big ups to everybody that has been competing with us on the tournaments for the Winathon. You can sign up on the console, as my man Jake said, or at the link provided for you at compete.playstation.com. So thank you everybody for joining us once again for another beautiful PlayStation Fight Nights. I'm so glad that the PlayStation family continues to run these tournaments again. Dragon Ball was tonight. We got Street Fighter at the same time tomorrow, again, 6 p.m. Pacific. That's going to be a hell of a shift for Jammers. Big ups to him. Going to be broadcasting that one from the UK alongside James Chen. So make sure to tune into that as well. For Jake, Ryan, and myself, be good to each other, be good to yourselves, and we'll see you soon.
PlayStation